And welcome back to the CounterCast. How are all you vital idols doing? Oh, look at my man with the plan. Special guest Blue Collar looking like a homo already. We 6.5 minutes in. He's all like, let's break out the gay. You're muted, homie.
And pink lemonade too. And look,
pink lemonade!
they got unicorns.
You look like
I've got my
my
room,
college girlfriends during college drink.
You look like you're going raving with Lance.
The worst part about this comment is that he still probably means me and not you, BCL.
Is that a Betty Boop shirt? Oh,
Yes,
God.
for five,
Okay.
five below. And if I get drunk
Okay.
enough, $5, I'll go below somebody.
All right.
Whoa.
Well, guys, we're going to have a good show. We got a lot to talk about. Not only do we have what's in the title, what even makes a Gooner Game, Nexus Mods. We also got Will Smith, honestly, somehow being gayer than Blue Collar over here in his new music video. We got an Amazon driver freaking the fuck out over just a Trump flag, like literally that simple, over a Trump flag. And we got a whole lot more. So we're gonna get into it. Before we do, Nadia being an absolute pre-stream legend, girl, you didn't need to. You were on the panel. Thank you so much. So let's get you a clip. In fact, let's play you the new clip, courtesy of our girl Piranha Pal.
Hey, you should have.
Oh yeah, Leon definitely got jungle fever.
Good dark meat. I like dark meat.
Leon definitely has jungle fever. Gang.
Again, nice dark meat.
40 lashes for the monkey lover.
There you go.
Guess Leon was the Curious George all along.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Nadia. You didn't
Curious
need
Leon.
to.
We need a Curious Leon shot. We need Curious Leon merch. Get your Curious Leon merch.
If you buy
Anything
Curious
for
Leon.
Coolest monkey in the jungle. Coolest monkey
Anything
in
for
the
my
jungle.
bad take twin. Anything for my bad take twin.
St. Hugo in the house, throwing up the umbrella. Thank you so much, St. Hugo. You didn't need to, but you did. Speaking of the ever lovely Piranha Pal, how you doing? She asked how my voice is. Well, this is the first I've spoken all day, and it's fine but rough. I blew my voice out streaming Resident Evil 4 last night, so like we're gonna do our best today. Dementia Sweets in the house with the 3 Bs, the bingo, the bango, the bongo. How you doing? Peepers here. How you doing, Peepers? Thank you so much for showing up. Tomby, EB, does that say Cookie Cat? Okay, no, you had me real worried for a moment that I titled my shit wrong. CounterCast, thank you, EB. Appreciate you showing up, homie. Benji a la carte is here. Thank you so much, Benji. The IRL bestie, Paul Firesmith in the house. We already covered Nadia, but again, she in the chat. She chilling with you guys. Thank you so much. You didn't need to, girly. Man of Culture is here. Thank you so much, brother, man. You're a relatively new viewer. Hope you enjoy the Monday show. Blue Collar, of course, talking to you guys in chat as well. Who else we got? Just scroll through here. I know. Hey, Enzo, talking to people in chat. Thank you so much for coming, Enzo. Captain Wolf, my boy, Indy Andrew. Make sure you watch him and Spence comic book streams for real comic book fans. Mike Lee, the Prue Whisperer, is in the house. How you doing, Mike Lee? Gemma Lama is here. Gemma, man, we miss you. We appreciate you. Rolando Ramirez, Wargaming Dad, here to talk about Gooner Games, and knew I was ready to talk to an anti-woker. I mean, I don't really know it's going to be, I don't think it's a matter of woke versus anti-woke. We'll definitely get into it. Blue Collar, my man, you didn't need to. Thank you so much. We got an absolute 5-banger here. The question is, does Leon make me gay, or does he bring out what we already knew was already there? I'm probably not going to regret this later on. I mean, I don't know about none of that, but what I do know is you'll need to do this afterwards. Your ass absolutely going to need to repent when all is said and done, BCL. Tribal Chief Gandorf's here. Thank you so much, Tribal Chief. LG talking to everybody in the chat as well. And I think that is everybody. Guys, before we get into it, BCL, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Oh, I'm Chris. I'm here with Leon to have fun. You know, it's always funny with our timing, dude. Like on your 100th CounterCast, my kid turned 18, and he asked me to come back on June and Pride Month, and today was his official last day of high school. So his graduation is next Sunday, and dude,
Nice.
I'm still not mentally ready because it's a cliche, boys and girls, for parents out there. I remember his first footsteps towards me, and now he's graduating high school. And after this stream,
That's awesome.
He's definitely not going to change his last name after this stream. He's so proud of his dad.
Speaking of happy belated Father's Day, we said on a bunch of streams yesterday, but happy belated Father's Day. I mean, Zach is a fantastic father. Blue Collar Loser is a father.
Yeah.
And then we got.
I told you guys, man.
I don't know.
Remember the days of great cinema, man. Just seeing I have not seen Indiana Jones 3 since it came out. in 1989.
What?
Yeah, because it has been. I didn't see a re-release, so I saw it when I was 8 years old, and just seeing it again for the first time, just the opening alone, man. John Williams, River Phoenix. You're like, this movie's a fucking masterpiece, man.
I think
It is.
Ilsa
It's
my
it's
favorite.
hard to say. So going. What was
I'll
that?
say Ilsa's my favorite of all the Indiana Jones ladies. She's
Mm.
hot
I'm,
and she's a
I'm a
Nazi.
sucker for Marion. I'm a sucker for Marion. But Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite movie of all time. That and Army of Darkness. Like I love Indy 3, and it's just Ark is just a notch above it for me. Nadia, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I run a horror channel, not a horror channel, a horror channel.
Depending on the super chats, it could be both.
Depend. Yeah. And I'm about 59 away from hitting 1K. So
Nice, guys. Her information is in the description. So make sure if you're watching this and you're not subbed to my girl Nads here, Horror with Nads,
Alt
great
2.
channel.
Alt
So
2.
point is, let's get this girl's subs up. Same picture, Nadia. Same picture. LG, my man, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yo, hey world, what's good? It's your boy LG. I do a lot of stuff, man. I do music, I do gaming, I got a couple of podcasts. And overall, I just talk my shit. I've been having fun with Stutter Blade. That has been my last thing for the past few days since it released. I've been doing it, and then I had to work over the weekend too, so I had to split up the streams. You know how that goes. So, but yeah, I've been having fun with Stutter Blade. I think it should be Game of the Year contender at least. You know what I'm saying? Right there behind Expedition 33. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So yeah, let's talk about it. I'm ready. And hi everybody.
Hope my dual shock, the folk with the greatest background on YouTube. Tell people who you are and what you do. Is this your first CounterCast? You've been on Neon Leon with me.
Yeah, we've not been invited. It's been very awkward because we're on many panels together. We've asked repeatedly, hey Leon, what the fuck you got going on Mondays? You know, we're free Mondays. Like if you ever need people on Mondays, but this week he was out of people, so we got the invites. We're very happy to be
here.
Yes,
I was so out of people. Look at all this.
Yeah.
I also love how we're not in your intro at all. So yeah, we feel so special.
Not even special.
You're busy Mondays. You're not part of the CounterCast.
Blue Collar's a special guest, and we're chock fucking liver. Unbelievable.
I mean, I tried earning my seat. Like
with his mouth.
With his mouth.
Plus, Leon has pictures.
By talking, by saying funny things. That's
plus,
my man.
Leon may black me with certain pictures. I shouldn't have sent him.
Gotcha.
What if we just want Katie? What if we
blackmail
don't
on
want
BCL.
Katie and Andy? What if we just want Katie? How do we split you two up though? Wouldn't that be awkward? What if we just
kill Andy?
Yeah,
we kill Andy.
I can't be killed, so that's not going to happen. But you could lure Katie into a van easily with like cheese sandwiches or pasta, unlimited breadsticks. These are all things that you could lure her into a compromising position. So.
But technically, we do split up sometimes. Andy was on Zach's channel by himself.
Yeah, I was hanging out with my boy Zach on.
I've hung out with Andy before. I've never met Katie.
Zach sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
see?
We should get out of here.
Could be AI right now. We don't know.
Primate King Son Nig Woo coming in with that two-banger. Thank you so much, brother. You know, anytime you say monkey, you get the Frieza.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Appreciate you. You're my favorite monkey, man. You're my favorite monkey. Enzo, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hello, I'm Stupenzo. I have a professional graphic designer and illustrator and musician, but on YouTube, I just watch a bunch of weird crap, strange movies, and terrible YouTube videos, and laugh at them, and it's been awesome.
And last but not least, my boy Zach's. Rare for you to be able to stream this time of day. Everything good?
Everything is good. Yeah, my wife took the kid to his horseback riding deal, and so I got a night off and messaged my boy Leon. I said, "Can I please come on your show?" And he let me come on. So happy to be here.
I need some high tea on here. We need some muscles.
Welcome.
I just finished a workout too, so I'm a bit sweaty, people, but it's gonna be fun. We'll get through this together. But yeah, I love your shows, Leon. You're my boy. Well, look at you, BCO. That's good.
Look at this shit, man. Fuckers heavy. It won't be going later.
You're trying to work out what BCL is doing right now. It's like all the vodka bottle, baby.
Yeah,
like a milk jug, you know. Like,
so I have to be like an opportunist streamer because if I got a window, I got to jump on it. So yeah,
and it means the world to me that you do that. And oh, look at that! I'm getting a vodka delivery myself right now at BCL. We about to be front brothers. Before we get into the degradation that is the internet, as we do every week, Cookies, say hi real quick.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, Cookies?
Hey.
Cookies, the best not gay lover a guy could ask for.
He's so great. He's so good at taking the controller, and watch you die for a half hour.
Yeah, that was rough. Let's get into what we're all feeling good about, positive about, whether it be in our lives and culture, whatever it may be. We'll start with you, Zach. Is there anything that I mean, again, we just had Father's Day in America. I don't know if you guys have it on the same day in Canada, but is there anything you're feeling good, happy about?
Man, I had an awesome Father's Day. Had both my boys hanging out all day, and my oldest, like, he bought me this like really cool basket of like chocolates, and they're all like my favorite flavor, different flavors of chocolate, which is super thoughtful of him. And he got us tickets to go see Superman on the 10th.
Nice.
Yeah. So great day. Chinese food, eating leftovers all day today, sweating it out right now, but otherwise, yeah, I'm doing great, man.
That's how you know that your kids have grown up, is like when they're buying the tickets for you. I remember the first time I bought a movie ticket from my dad, and I was like, yes, I get to do for him what he's always done for me. So, but that was also times like, hey, there's a new Star Wars movie coming out, and you always take me to every Star Wars. You want to pay for this one? Like, so it's give and take there. Enzo, what about you? What are you feeling good about, bud?
I feel like I just climbed a mountain because since December, I discovered a channel called WON Cinema. And I found that they basically have 40 videos that are all about just shy under an hour long, and they're all erotic Supergirl fanfic simulated drowning fetish videos.
Wow.
And it's like a bunch of videos of these attractive ladies in spandex pretending to wrestle, fight, and drown in a random pool in Florida. And last night, we finally watched all of them. We watched all 30-something of them. We finished it. And there's a new one premiering on Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm hoping to get like everybody in the chat of that premiere. So the people who make these videos are like, who the hell are all these people? So that would be fun. But yeah, I'm just glad to have the Supergirl arc behind us. And now we're going to start watching Baywatch Nights with David Hasselhoff. So that'll be fun.
Nice choice.
Please tell me you guys have something more healthy, Katie and Andy, that you guys are positive and excited about. Because Baywatch Nights sounds like a call for help, a cry for help.
This is probably sound so lame, but we have a baby duck, so I'm happy about the baby duck. We actually
really?
It lit because we had a bunch of
pictures when the stream is over. Oh my god!
I'll send you pictures right now.
But yeah, so the baby duck lived, and it's growing up big, and I get to feed it and play with it, and it lets me hold it. So
it'll be a full-grown duck in a few weeks. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's growing so fast. Yeah.
Ducks are the Antichrist on feet.
I think
had bad
Canadian geese.
No,
are
I'm taking about ducks too. Ducks, yeah.
Only if you're a female duck.
I've had ducks bite me all the time. No, it's all right.
Geese will take you out if you got a chance.
Geese have tried to take me out. I've thrown hot coffee in a geese's face.
Jesus. Nadia throwing hands with geese. I love it.
Yes.
That might be a crime.
I feel like this tells me though. Well,
it feels like that's criminal. I don't. It's probably not criminal. It probably feels like it's criminal.
If it's attacking me, how is it criminal?
Yeah,
dude, it's self-defense.
Yeah.
And so Andy has a duck. This is white farmer's revenge. Coming back, that's what it is.
This is a culture.
Imagine sitting in the court like, Your Honor, it was in self-defense. That duck, the duck had it coming. Okay, the duck had me quacked up. Okay,
it's like Jaws 2, where you see that now the duck has like a scar on his face, so you can tell it's the same duck. He's after you. It's personal now.
From Mallard to Malice. LG.
Domesticate the animals.
What?
I said domesticate the animals. The duck does not attack.
Agreed. Domesticate the animals and don't let them die like I did. LG, what are you feeling good about?
All I'll say is y'all just crack me up. Anyway, you knew it was coming. Okay, it was coming.
Party foul.
No.
Oh God.
Yes. See, I'm the alley to this. See, look at I do the alley. But yeah, I'm grateful, man, just to be alive. Another good week of work, and like I said, I'm grateful Solar Blade came out, so I'm happy. I'm in heaven right now.
You'd love to see it. Well, real quick before we get to Nadia, my favorite black man that's not LG coming in, Primate King Son Nigwu, getting bit by something good with hot sauce, barbecue sauce is crazy. Wow, this is like one of the very first times you've sent me a message that didn't include the word monkey. That being said, I also couldn't understand what you said, so
stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Eric. Sorry, Primate King. Nadia, what are you feeling good about?
Not this past weekend. The weekend beforehand, I was in Chicago and I got to spend time with my sisters and my niece and my nephew, and It was the 3rd year of losing my mom for her birthday, and we got to like clean up her grave, and it was nice. It was really nice to go home and get a reset. And now I don't want to talk to any of those bitches for a while. So we're good. We're good.
Real quick, Hypno, shout out. Thank you so much for the raid. Homie, you didn't need to. You did. Mad appreciate it. Bigot Army rise up. Let's have a killer stream. You're going to talk about some insane shit. So, yeah, bigots. Thank you. Sorry, continue, Nadia.
That's it. That's it. I just don't want to talk. I'm the oldest of 8, Katie. Okay. It's all 8 girls down to,
Damn,
down to my brother. All right.
All women?
My brother's youngest. There's 30 years between my brother and I. So
Whoa.
So is it safe to say you're ducking your family?
I am ducking my family. They're lovely. They're lovely. But if you have sisters, you understand.
I 100% understand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm the oldest of
Enzo, it was right there, Enzo. It was right there, Enzo.
All right, you got it.
BCL, my man, last but not least, what are you feeling good about?
No, honestly, just happy to be here. Like LG's playing Stellar Blade. I beat it on PS5 like 6 months ago, playing for first time.
Nice.
First time Zach's on his channel, and Kate and Andy. Andy had this kick-ass Aragorn fucking t-shirt on. And just honestly, like I always say, man, YouTube shouldn't be a fucking job for any of us. It shouldn't be a headache. And with Leon's like, dude, last night he's like, hey, we got time tomorrow. So for you, I always got time. And I like hanging out with my friends. Like I said, Nadia makes me suffer her horrible takes, but I have fun with Nadia.
Horrible takes. I have not had a horrible take in a while.
9 times out of 10, Nadia. I think the majority of the time you have good takes. People don't understand our highbrow art appreciation.
Yeah.
We think outside the box, Leon. They don't understand.
What's good this week? Enzo had a good suggestion. So we're gonna watch Superman 4 on Wednesday, which is the worst one. And then you know what? Jaws' 50th anniversary is actually Friday. So Enzo's like, instead of watching Jaws, let's watch Jaws 4, the worst one in the franchise.
The 50th anniversary of Jaws is Friday. You know what?
Fishy.
I never mind. I can't speak from me yet. I might because things might be changing. So you know what? I'm not gonna say that. All right, we about to get into our topics. Before we do, Kyle B, Fear the Haggis for a 2-banger. I'm here now. Do you see me? Do you see me, Kyle?
Do you see Kyle? Do you see Kyle? Do you get it?
Do you see Kyle?
See Kyle, bro.
Yeah.
Say it right. Harder, Leon. Harder.
That was hard to figure out. I misunderstood.
I feel like last time I was on here, he said the same thing, and you didn't get it. And I was like,
fucked it up then too. Yeah. Well, I also fucked up a Hitler joke from Andy last night, and I didn't get it. So like, I'm doing real bad on my Nazi jokes, which I'm a terrible anti-woke white supremacist MAGA supporter. Apparently,
get your dog whistles on point, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta do better. Do you not care about history? Like, come on, man.
I mean, only white history.
That's what.
That's all
what
there
Hitler
is.
specialized in.
That's most history.
Best.
Look at LG's face. Look at him. I can't stand it.
We've been far too positive for far too long in the stream. We're gonna get negative now. How many of y'all have seen?
Oh God, no! Don't do that.
Why does it start with that? Yo, wait.
So LG,
I have a feeling I want to watch Wild Wild West for some reason now.
Oh my God.
I just love how like when YouTube was like promoting like creators, they were like, Will Smith, he's got a YouTube channel. You might have heard. He's just a random guy, and he's risen risen the ranks because of his YouTube channel. It's like
I love how he's pushing 60 and doesn't have a single gray hair on his body neither. At pushing 60,
he's got some gray.
It's all the baby blood he gets.
Yeah.
No, it's because he's black. Don't crack. He looks great.
Unless you're on crack.
Yeah, he does still look good. Like not with the outfit he's wearing. All right, if you haven't seen this, I do apologize in advance for violating the Geneva Convention.
Who's that tired?
Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay.
Wait.
Sweater.
And that's all we're gonna do with that.
Is this millennial? Is this supposed to be for millennials?
I don't know, but he's like,
you know what? You know what though? Honestly, on the I've heard worse songs, right? This is not that bad. It is extremely mid.
it just doesn't. I hate how there's the current trend in rap. I'm not a big rap enthusiast, but the current past 20 years of rap has like been this like triplet dot 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 dot, dot kind of like rhythm and everything, and it's just annoying. But also, yeah, this could have been a moment where Will Smith could have like announced to the world, like, "Hey, I ain't no cuck," you know, and just had a bunch of big booty like music video hoes like shaking their asses with Christelle. These could have been like fine ass music video babes, you know, and instead, like, I'm not gonna go, you know, hard and say these chicks are like ugly or unattractive. You know, there's some decent girls next door here, but like these girls should have been banging. These girls should have been popping. I don't know.
Next door, homie. These are some super low average, like
These aren't rap video girls. These are like
no, I
rap
agree with that.
your groceries girls. It's kind of fucked.
I mean,
the clothes. The clothes are a big problem too. It's just like, what is this?
Yeah.
What
is
sad? I never thought I'd see the day that Will Smith would dress like Carlton.
Yeah.
Well, isn't he supposed to be like the clean rapper? He doesn't really do very overly sexual or swear words in his rapping and stuff. He's supposed to be like the family friendly rapper.
Yeah,
he's always been that, but his other stuff used to be hits though. Like
he still has
like
that Riz,
stuff like
you know?
Miami was good. You know what I'm saying? Some are still a classic. You know what I'm saying? So like now, like I know Switch was also a good one. He did another party joint.
Yeah, Switch was good. That was
good. This is like low. Like I said, this is like it's honestly one of his worst songs, but it's objectively speaking mid. This is Machine Guns Kelly's pop shit was worse than this.
Dude, like in the Miami video, he had like Eva Mendes running around in a fucking bikini. You know what I mean? Like,
this is going to be playing at all the clubs in Vegas, all the beach clubs.
Is it
why? Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
We're criticizing it because we know what good music might be. I'm including myself. But
Not just talking about that Kanye song that came out, and this is gonna do nothing to dethrone that song. I'll tell you right now.
It's so funny you say though, Andy, because like when I showed this song to my roommate the day before yesterday, I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Bro, Heil Hitler was better than this." He's like, "I know, right? Like it really is.
It is."
Yeah.
Not everybody's
greetings, fellow teenagers.
But this is gonna be safe to play at the clubs and stuff like that. The people aren't gonna.
Yeah. I mean, it was the same reaction with WAP, Wet Ass Pussy. It's a terrible song, terrible video, but it's like, this is going to be played at strip clubs for decades, you know, this song, you know?
WAP was actually objectively better than this.
Oh, totally.
Objectively better. Like, honestly, that song was mid too. But
what I didn't like about that song was everyone was acting like it was so groundbreaking when Little Kim and other rappers have been doing, you know, female rappers have been doing this shit for like 20, 30 years.
Nicki Minaj actually does a better job. No one's like, out of all the female rappers, I know we're kind of getting to attention, but out of all the female rappers, no one's really have dethroned Nicki Minaj at the end of the day. I don't think.
Well, she can market herself very well. She's a smart businesswoman on top of it too. Plus, I mean, she took advantage of quite a few young men, but yeah.
I remember when Megan Thee Stallion had like a fucking hot sauce deal at like Popeyes. Like you could get like Megan the sandwich. Megan the Stallion.
Megan is more doing music that's towards anime weebs, mixing in anime with her music and stuff. So she's trying to get that market.
She's trying, like, honestly, and a lot of it, and honestly, to me, that falls flat because honestly, at the end of the day, if she is in the anime, she's a tourist at best, in my personal opinion. I could be wrong about that, but she's really a tourist at best, if at all. She's probably got some ghostwriters for her that has some anime references, maybe.
Yeah,
but
I just feel bad because, you know, Will Smith is like trying to make a statement and it's totally backfired and it's just making him seem more gay.
What is the statement?
And
is the
more of a
statement
cuckold than ever.
I'm not gay? Like, what is the statement?
Because this comes off way more gay.
The statement is, I would like another Oscar, please, and I'm willing to humiliate myself for it.
It's like, I like pretty girls, in parentheses, for their personality.
Yeah.
Or he offers to bribe them.
Yeah.
The entire song is, I'll buy you stuff if you're nice to me. That's the entire.
You and your bestie.
He should have left.
You're right.
He should have left his wife for Margot Robbie. He should have left. He should have left him when they had that affair. Yeah.
Wait. When did Will Smith fuck Margot Robbie? Or are you just saying
allegedly?
Allegedly, there's a rumor that they had a relationship on set when they were on some movie together.
Movie. What was it called? I can't remember.
Suicide Squad would have been the movie.
Yeah.
No, there was
there's another one. There's another one before
like,
this.
They're like hanging out in suits and dresses, doing weird shit in clubs.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's some stupid movie.
Dude, I've never heard about that. Although, I kind of Margot Robbie does seem like the type of bitch that likes black dick. Like she kind of comes off like that.
It's called Focus. Is the movie
Focus?
Focus.
Yeah.
It's about thieves and shit.
So yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say about this beyond if anyone else got thoughts, but yeah, this this was
Play it
sad.
again, Leon. I want to hear it again. Play it again.
There's a little bit more.
Absolutely not.
Bring that beat back.
Well, it's like 90s, but I guarantee it'll be in
We're
clubs
gonna
though.
play it again, and I'm not gonna turn it off till we get a $5 super chat because I'm gonna grip the fuck out of this. That's what we're gonna do. Hold on. This is what we're doing. Oh no, I closed the tab. Damn it.
Thank you.
That's not
Thank
right.
you.
Reopen,
the
close
smartest
tab.
No, that is the smartest thing you've done today. Let's not do that, please. No.
Dude, right click on your window bar and then just say reopen close tab. It'll pop right up.
Dear God.
You can press Control Shift T. It'll reopen.
I will go. I will play Stellar Blade with my headphones off or have this tab muted. I'm not playing.
I mean,
here we go. I got it back. I
told you.
Poor
Put it
LG.
up. We're going for the encore, baby. We're going for the encore in this bitch.
Do it.
Ew,
What is that lady? Who is that lady?
The tie on that one lady.
Well,
It's worse.
I agree.
The
does.
longer
It
it
actually
on,
does.
it gets worse.
He's not
Frank
right.
King's Summoning didn't even say anything. Just dropped the 5 to make it stop.
You can't.
Did you not say $5? The $4.99. We need 1 penny worth
One more
more than
cent. Yeah, doesn't count. You got to
can't-
stick by what you put out there, Leon.
You can't say he's racist.
At this point, like, I want to finish the video for like closure's sake, because we're so close,
Yeah, pretty much the whole
How
video
close
is
are you?
enough. That pretty much was all of it. He does the chorus more time, and it's rough. He also says we're at 2-banger. This should be for this could be used for torture if played on loop. And then Kyle Beep here, the Haggis says, "Shoot, Leon, I thought you were smarter. Just got it." No, that was y'all's big mistake, was thinking that I was smarter. I think Erwin said it best when he said,
And a friendly reminder, f you, Leon.
So, I don't know. I'm actually curious what you guys think is easier on the ears, that or this right here.
You fucking Nazi, run, you bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga, look at you. That's not what fucking America's about.
I would sick my pit bull on the guy, dude.
Look at you running away.
Dog looks like it's
Look at
smiling
you
though.
running away. You ain't no fucking American. You ain't no fucking patriot. You're a fucking Nazi. You're a fucking
Bro.
He goes back and his Amazon truck has been looted by the time he gets back. It's like, what?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do we have a picture of what the driver looks like? Because I think it might surprise you.
Well, you sound.
His voice. He sounds pretty white when he starts talking. But yeah, do you think Amazon's gonna fire this guy?
They probably will.
Probably promote him, man.
See, that's what I'm thinking. They'll promote him. He's like, oh, he's fighting the good fight.
So then,
Could
what
be a
is he?
showrunner for
the
Rings of Power
packages
season
that
3.
he's delivering of people hanging like Trump flags and American flags outside their houses. That makes me wonder what he's doing to those packages.
I had the same question. Nazis call people Nazis. Who knew?
I mean, here's the thing. It's not. This guy has like a myriad of problems, and he's being told like the MAGA people are a big problem, and they're the ones to blame. But he's got actual personal problems, and then I don't know. He sees that one Trump flag for that one reason, and he's having a bad day. It's hot. He's delivering packages, and I don't know. He just snapped, or he does this every time he sees Trump, which is even funnier. But no, I don't know. I think the guy's just having one of those days, and it's gonna get worse because he got filmed and put on the internet.
Yeah, it's not. I can't. Also, we're gonna play this because it gets like closer to the guy. Can anyone tell his ethnicity? Because I'm struggling. I think he might be a Latino, but I'm not sure.
Nazi bitch. You're a Nazi bitch. Go. You Nazi bitch. You're a Nazi bitch. Look at you run. Fucking Nazi fuck. This is California, nigga. We don't want the feds here. Fucking bitch. Nazi bitch. Why? Say
Is this in
something.
California?
hilarious, bro.
You're a little bitch, nigga. Step out your car.
You're hilarious.
You're a little bitch, you Nazi fuck. I hope you go home and eat the fucking Glock bullet. Go with your unclean, unmaintained, cheap ass Glock you have, nigga. Fucking bum.
Good job,
Oh,
bro.
the maintain.
Good job, bro.
Wait, he called
What
him
a
the
shot.
N-word. So is the driver black then?
Nadia, as long as it ends with an A, it's okay to say it.
Yeah.
Listen,
I have
Blue,
my
I'm
mom.
browner than you are. I
No.
can say it if I want to.
How would you
I
describe
just
that guy
don't
to
say it
cops,
where it's
though?
recorded.
He's the short brownish guy
Leon has said
who works at
here's what he
Amazon.
said.
Okay, thanks. We'll find him.
This motherfucker is Jesus, bro. I can't, bro. Bro, see stuff like that, bro. I wish people, man, people are just dumb. People are retarded. You mean
Yes,
to tell me
they
you got
are.
a whole job and you got a whole secure job in America? You're mad at Trump, and then you're sitting up here harassing. You are putting your job at risk. And
I know.
honestly, I really hope they, I don't like to be rude at all. This is gonna sound rude, but honestly, if I'm a businessman and I see that shit, bro, you're gonna put yourself at risk because that can go back.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, and I'm just thinking logically here, what'll happen is somebody's gonna find out where he's at, find his name. Okay, he said this is California. They're gonna report that dude, and now he's gonna end up getting in trouble. If he doesn't get in trouble, they're gonna sit up here and try to blame Amazon for that, or at least that sector of Amazon.
Well, yeah,
What
I mean,
if
like,
the plot twist is the guy who's chasing the truck is here illegally?
yeah.
Oh, it's Latino.
That would be fucking crazy.
What if that's the plot
Mancha.
twist?
There's no such thing as an illegal human being. Come on.
I mean, I've definitely done posters for like woke events, and I don't care. I'm not here to tell you anything or judge anything. And people, I have I've got like hip hop artists that I work with that are all about those kind of intellectual rap and left wing politics, and they know what I do. They know who I am. They don't care. It's all good.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
there's
the
difference between
Superman logo with the American flag. Like, I don't know, dude. That's if they saw that, they might be like, "Oh, we're going to go with somebody else to make our posters."
I mean,
we're gonna go to that Christian. We're gonna go to that Christian man across the street to force him to make us bake us a cake or some shit.
I
Some
do.
dumbass shit.
I used to get like sometimes people would tag me in art, poster by Enzo, and I would just be like, "Don't do that. Don't tag me in your art, man. I don't take credit. Like, I don't need to sign it. No one needs to know who made the poster. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
Just pay me. That's my job. To make shit. As long as I get paid, I'm good.
It's much better if we work in secret. A dark alliance.
I'd rather not. I'd rather just say do it, man.
I like Nadia's fan theory though. I like the idea that this dude is illegal because not only does that mean there's a chance of him getting deported, but it also means that Amazon is hiring illegals. Which does anyone have any doubt?
No.
Of course they are.
How do you ship in 2 days without illegals?
They just did a test or a survey or studied some statistics, and I think in Texas they revealed that 18-wheeler accidents, number one cause was illegals. Illegals were driving these trucks and stuff. There's that one video.
Wait,
happened
really?
It happened. There was one in Austin where it happened recently, like near Meg's place. It's like up in North Austin, Leander area. A semi truck like killed a bunch of people. The guy got out of the truck and he was like some African dude who seemed like high as hell, didn't even speak English. And there's like this Mexican guy with a camera, like, "Bro, you killed all these people, dog." And the African guy's like, I don't know anything. What?
Andy, did you arrive on scene to translate
I
for
was
the
gonna
guy?
say my bad, but then the story got progressively worse. I don't want that heat. It's fine. It's fine. Let the joke pass. Let the joke
Andy
pass.
shows up. He's like, "You're kind of on your own, bro."
But he says it in Afrikaans just so the guy knows he speaks his language.
Yeah.
It was like ish yibo.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, let's get into some of the gaming drama. The main reason you guys come here. Let's talk about what makes a Gooner game. Because frankly, I'm not sure. We've all seen this article. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
For us non-gamers, what is a Gooner? I don't know.
Well, that's the question that I'm trying to ask because I'm honestly not sure either. So,
masturbator.
Katie and Andy, let's start with you. What's a Gooner or a Gooner game, Gooner bait, things like that?
Well, first of all, if Stellar Blade's a Gooner game, then Baldur's Gate's abso-fucking-lutely a Gooner game.
Yeah.
Like,
Do not
what
come for
the
my
fuck?
favorite game. Do not come for my favorite game. Okay.
But is
it's
it a
facts.
negative thing?
But what is the definition of gooner?
Okay,
What
so
is the
technically, gooning is when you like do extreme masturbating with like multiple monitors playing multiple things of pornography, and you like masturbate like constantly. But over time, it's evolved to just mean like super horny, constantly like cooming over girls and simping over women, gooners, I guess. But the question is like, yeah, where's the line draw? I think once you actually start like jerking off, that's when you become gooning. I think ogling over women, that could be pervy. I don't think that's gooning.
Is this another word for simping then?
No. This is like a weaponized term that was used playfully, and now it's like the media used to dismiss anybody that doesn't want ugly.
Like woke, basically. It's the same thing that what they did with woke, basically.
Why I hate internet slang for.
Like if I think of a gooning game, I would think it's a game designed to jerk off to, or like you could jerk off to it. That's what I imagine gooning would be. But the way they're using it now, basically Mortal Kombat's a gooner game because fucking girls are wearing bikinis or whatever.
Not Mortal Kombat 1, because Mortal Kombat 1 they got the girls covered up and it's
they only had Sonya. Or you're talking about the new Mortal.
No, the new one's literally called Mortal Kombat 1. They went out of their way to cover up the girls and make them less sexy. But no, I'm glad you said it, Enzo, because that was I'll show up my tweet in a moment here, but it says Gooner Game of the Year Stellar Blades mods are 41% smut, ensuring gamers will never see the light of heaven. Now, mind you, this same writer, and we talked about this on SNH, this same writer, Joshua Wallens, wrote an article where he was praising a several $1,000 Astaria sex doll.
Yeah.
From Baldur's Gate 3.
It's only approved degeneracy if the degeneracy is not sexy.
Astarian, whatever.
This is the part that
how
pisses
much
me
and where
off.
can I get it?
Nadia said, but like it's funny because Nadia, you mentioned with Baldur's Gate, like that's the crazy part about it. Like they were sitting there tripping. I remember when Baldur's Gate came out. We all remember when Baldur's Gate 3 was announced, and one of the things that they added in there was the part where they had a sex scene with a fucking bear. Okay, that was okay, and we found out that was optional. Okay, that's optional. That's the optional thing.
Here it is.
It's hard to get, by the way. It's very hard to achieve that, by the way. I did, but it's very hard to achieve.
This is the same author from October of last year. Find love and abandon God with this $20,000 fully customizable Baldur's Gate 3 Astarian
sex doll. I mean, I have a shirt that says "Girl Dinner" and it's all Astarian all over it.
Yeah, it's just funny because actual sex scene with a
Sure,
bear.
I accept gifts. Of
Like
all
a gay
kinds.
sex scene with a bear is awesome, but like a woman, just scantily clad, that's pervy and smut, and you're going to hell. Keep in mind these people don't even believe in hell; they're like avowed atheists.
Are they saying that though? The people who like to fuck bears, they're saying that you can't have boobs in the game. Are those the same people?
I mean, there are
when it comes to the gamer, when it comes to the game journalism media, absolutely. But the part of this that bothers me is they're talking about mods and like, okay, so that means individual people are choosing to alter the game that they paid for on an individual basis. It's not like this is the developers, the creators that did this. By the way, I went to the Nexus Mods page for Stellar Blade. Page 1. Literally nothing I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing on YouTube. Nothing that violates TOS. There was stuff for like just alternate outfits. Someone's like, "Oh, remove the lighting," or there was shader retextures. Like there was nothing on the main page that wouldn't be safe for work. So I'm confused as to
you got to look on the dark web.
Bro, just people do worse things to Sims.
That's what I'm saying. But it's acceptable because the Sims are androgynous, and I hate saying it like this. The Sims are androgynous, garbage-looking people. Like I that's the part that pisses me off with this shit. And I'm like, bro, like honestly, in all intents and purposes, this is not even a Gooner game. Like if you go on fucking Steam, there are literal games where you can have like sex with fucking like furry sex, fucking Hitler sex. You know what I'm saying? You can romance fucking anything. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. But it's not even that fucking bad, bro. Like this shit.
Link for that one?
And matter of fact, speaking of gameplay tweaks, one of the guys over of Stellar Blade was saying that, hey, look, we see a lot of I like the mods, but we see a lot of surface level mods. We want to see more gameplay mods.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's crazy on both fronts because a lot of game companies now are not saying anything about mods. They either ignore it or they implore it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so LG, let's look at this main page right here. So this is literally the very first one. Comfort Force retexture, so it's just retexture gameplay tweaks.
Is this
40 recolors.
Is this the game with the sexy Asian chick that goes up the ladders and you get like
exactly?
the
It's the game with the sexy Asian chick.
That's exactly how I know the game too. She's like
Yeah.
a hacker.
And
She's climbing up ladders.
the funny part is she was modeled after the guy's real life wife too.
They toned her down, bro. She's way fucking like hotter in real life. Like she's like way curvier in real life than in the
Combat
game.
tweaks. Jill Valentine shirt. More ammo mod.
I mean, most people want to play as attractive characters in a video game. That's what I want to do when I play video games. I don't want to play as Nadia. I don't want to play as a potato. I want to play as like a sexy like dude or girl like in the video game. It's so like I don't know why people are fucking having an outrage on this.
I mean, Wargaming Dad says, did no one see the marketing for this game? Okay, so the marketing was like, hey, we have an attractive female, but maybe it wouldn't have been marketed like that if games as of late hadn't taken away attractive females. That's like,
but how is this the problem?
Is this coming from the side that is supposedly sex positive and all about like being one with yourself and being out there in pride parades, and now they're upset that there are sexy anime girls or like
with no sex
cat
scenes.
bikinis?
Well, it's
with no sex scenes.
Yeah, with no sex scenes, just because you're getting a naked, like barely clothed chick on a game.
Well, it's like equity with equity, you know, it's like with attraction, like, okay, well, everyone's attractive. They don't want to glow up people. They want everyone to like come down a notch. You know? They don't want attractive people. Yeah, they don't want attractive people because it makes us feel bad about our, big guts and cellulite and all our problems. No, it doesn't. I feel fine.
People have been playing as more attractive characters. Like in general, you don't play as what you look in real life in video games.
Dude, we just got done watching The Swan, where they give a bunch of like ugly chicks a bunch of plastic surgery and make them compete in a beauty pageant. It's one of the most offensive shows ever made. But every one of those chicks,
I very much enjoyed the one.
Every one of those chicks got a huge glow up, dude. It was like, whoa, she looks good. Like, holy shit! Like you're literally improving their lives by making them hotter. It's awesome.
But Leon, I would say, you know what? These people, no one is ever fucking happy. That's why I always say, like, in box office, TV shows, people get pissed. Like, all you care about is box office. You know what? Because someone's always offended. As long as Stellar Blade is breaking records, who gives a fuck if 5 assholes on Twitter are pissed off about it? The game made bank. You know?
I will say this, and this is one thing because I've talked about this a little bit on my stream while I was streaming the game. And a lot of people have asked, and I've wondered myself, like, why a lot of people worry about these publications, the gaming journalists, and all that. The reason being is because if you think about it, according to these companies, that's where they get for a lot of their I guess their news from. They get their feedback from those people. So if you get, that's why a lot of these gaming publications, if you get a 6, they think that that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give people a perspective here. Is it stupid?
Wargaming Dad says it sold 5% of sales from the US. And like, what does that matter? I don't like the game sold well. Where it sold doesn't matter because you can look at this right here. So for those that don't know the history on how this game sold, it is now sold 3 million copies between PlayStation 5 and PC. Guess what? It took 2 months on PC to even get to 1 million. That means the majority of the sales are coming from PC. People are just waiting for the PC version because they don't want a console game anymore. Where the sales are coming from doesn't matter. There's people buying this game is success. I don't like. What is the argument here?
That's why I should be the company, because I said, like last year, Leon is the first person and I admit this, got me into Black Myth Wukong, right? There was controversy because Black Myth Wukong wasn't diverse. You know what? Black Myth Wukong made $1 billion fucking in sales. The company's like, you know what, guys? We don't give a shit about your opinion. We're too busy counting our fucking money.
Black Myth Wukong is the most
units sold. Real quick, I'm going to argue with the chat here. Units sold and saving the West is the whole argument. No, it's not. Maybe for others it is, but not me. So don't you apply other motherfuckers' arguments to what I've been talking about. All I'm talking about is the fact there's game journalists out there throwing a fit that this game was sexy when games like Baldur's Gate also uses their marketing. The reveal trailer for Baldur's Gate had bear sex in it. I'm sorry. There's not a saving the West argument, at least not from me. So don't apply that to me.
But after the bear sex achievement, I'm probably standing a mission to heaven. General mission.
Is that really an achievement in the game? Like, fuck the bear. Is that an achievement?
Yeah.
Oh god damn.
That's even crazier. And that's even crazier. So like, there's a literal that even proves a point even further. There's a literal achievement for that. Okay,
but it's not. Isn't there like a mod for Baldur's Gate to have like jiggle physics of like for the guy? Yeah, like so.
Dude,
You can change genital sizes too. They have mods for that as well. You can
in Cyberpunk, it's built in, bro. Like dong size is built into character creation.
There are some in the character creations, but the mods will like expand on it if you want like a trunk or a pinky, you know, or you know what I mean.
Okay, but like
all
there
sizes.
is a point though.
All sizes matter.
Like I think Gaming Dad does have a point because like let's say you got Baldur's Gate sells 3 million copies and whatever it's called Stellar Blade has also sold 3 million copies, but 2 million of the Baldur's Gates copies were sold in the U.S. and Canada, or 2.5 million even. And but we find out with Stellar Blade, 2.5 million copies were sold to like pervy dudes in India. Like I think that does kind of paint the game in a different light when you find out like who's predominantly playing it.
Does it though? Because I mean, the way I've been rationalizing this is a first game in a what will probably be a new franchise. When you look at things like Monster Hunter, which now is massive in the West, it took 20 years for it to even get a release in the West. It was Asian only. Fire Emblem started off as Asian only. So like this is a new IP. It's the first game. The fact that it was even released in America, Nintendo, Capcom, they wouldn't have sold a game like this in America to begin with. They would have waited till the second, third game. Capcom still has games that are Eastern exclusive because they don't think it'll do well in America. So like, it only sold 5% in America. Yeah, and that's the case for a lot of Western games until it's a franchise they've proven themselves.
I mean, you can even say too, Leon. I mean, anime. We talked about this before. Anime was never my childhood big. It's getting bigger now in Western, but anime is not. These guys know the targets over in Japan. In China, like it's anime does exist in America, but compared to it's like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer does like whatever 100 million in America, does 2.5 billion in fucking Japan. Japan's really not worried about their American audience.
Why don't we have to respect Japanese culture? Like Japanese people want pretty ladies in that game. Shouldn't we respect their culture? Like,
that's what these Japanese companies like. Hey guys, it's anime, Black Myth, Wukong, Stellar Blade. You know what? We're putting a game out. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And we're too busy counting our fucking money. Why you guys are bitching about it?
They should just make games for themselves. If they want ugly people in a video game, then let's see how that
they do.
Oh, wait, we did, and it didn't do well. I don't know what.
Several of them, like, and that's the problem with these journalists. And the journalists now are attacking these people, and that's why they're putting these words out there to attack folks and put us out here like to make it look like we're gooning. Like I said, Stellar Blade. And this is also coming from somebody of my line of work. Because Leon will tell you where I work at. And I literally
DJ at a strip club.
I'm around women of that atmosphere. The same people that are so-called sex positive, they will never step foot in that type of atmosphere. As a matter of fact, they will be completely uncomfortable. Why? Because they're really not as open as they claim to be. I've noticed this with a lot of these left-leaning types of people. They're not that open. They're really not. They just use certain words to kind of get you. And this is where they get almost everybody because it sounds good on the surface level. Right, but once you start listening to them and like looking at how they act, oh man, it's a whole bunch of we just want people. Exactly, it's exactly virtue signaling. And yes, I saw that post. Yes, go into that.
But this is my question. To take it back to the original question of what even makes a game a Gooner game or Gooner bait, and look at these. These are the examples I pulled just off the top of my dome. I'm sure there's several more. Do y'all who here is old enough besides Zach and Blue Collar myself to remember how Tomb Raider was marketed?
Oh yeah,
and even back then there were certain fucking PC mods that were trying to make Lara Croft naked and
Nude Raider.
Yeah, but they said
Zach's come out.
He's not wrong though.
Off top of the dome, I love it.
Let's go.
But like in all the magazines and whatnot, Lara Croft was, she was scantily dressed, or she was like hiding certain appendages. Like they marketed this game on Lara Croft is sexy. They did the same thing the Stellar Blade did. So is Tomb Raider, by that definition, that's what we're going with, is Tomb Raider a Gooner game?
By their definition, yes, but by normal definitions, no.
No.
Like I said, this hentai games and stuff would be Gooner games, like
right. I was gifted as a joke an actual Gooner game. It's like a sex version of Resident Evil 3. I've not played it. I do plan to. There's achievements. The achievements need to be unlocked. But yes, I was gifted like a sex game version of Resident Evil 3. I've never played a game like this before, but let me tell you, Resident Evil 3 is my favorite game, or my favorite in the original Resident Evil trilogy. So your boy's gonna try it. Yeah. But we also got Heavenly Sword. This is the box art, bro.
That is a beautiful game too.
I'm into
I forgot about that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot.
It was good, dude. Heavenly Sword was fun.
The graphics are fucking amazing for PS3.
It's because these people don't want to go to the gym and be the best versions of themselves. They just want to be lazy behind a desk and make fun of these beautiful women and men that we have in art and games and television. It's because they don't think they could see themselves in it without doing the work. They are lazy. They're just lazy.
Well, Wargaming's dad says those are porn games. Gooner games have to be porn. Then what's the point in having the negative terminology? It's for us anime fans. We've been calling it for years fan service.
It's kind of like calling anyone you disagree with politically an incel, even though they may be married and have kids, you know?
Right.
We know what an incel literally is, and yet they just call everyone incel. So anyone who wants, like, you don't want ugly fat chicks in your video game, or you don't mind a bikini chick in your game, that makes you a gooner. And it's a childish kind of name. It makes you, it's meaning.
Sure.
And
I remember too. Remember fucking Dead or Alive, fucking beach volleyball.
What would these people want? Just all sexy video game characters to go away and just be
all sexy video game characters to be 300 pounds or something like that. That would work.
That or something they want. They want
so they
people out
control.
of the exactly. They want people. They don't like the fact they see the fact that gaming has been popular for years, and now they want in on it, but they don't want to put in the work. They want to enter. That's why they get into these consultancies and these other things, because they try to get in the ear of these developers, the people who can make the games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To give them an idea. And I've talked about this before, something about this similar before, to the point where, like, if you are a CEO, you're a creator, you're busy creating.
Hold on, Wargaming Dad, you do not get to say this is not the argument. I'm dictating what the argument is, because the question posed was what makes a game a Gooner game, and now we're having a discussion about it. So no, we're not going to conform what you want the argument to fucking be. Like, the question is what makes a game a Gooner game, and I do not think that Stellar Blade has done anything different. And if it has, by all means, let me know. Than any of the games I've listed thus far. Tomb Raider was marketed
updated graphics. That's what it was. That's what it is. Leon.
See, that extra pixels. Oh my, jiggle physics. Oh my, the horror.
But my thing is, like, these people that are trying to censor these games are also the people that are rioting in the streets about, like, their freedoms being taken away.
Yeah.
So wait, you want to take basically freedom of art and freedom of expression in these things because you don't agree with it, but yet you're fighting it. They're fucking. Please get a job, folks.
I mean, the thing is, Leon, who said, Nadia, was it you that said jiggle physics? Because I'm looking at Dead or Alive 2. Now, I could have pulled Dead or Alive 1, but frankly, Dead or Alive 2 is my favorite. That's why I use this screenshot. But like this company, Koei Tecmo, back in 1996, they're the game company that literally invented jiggle physics, and they called the term boob physics or breast physics, depending on the translation. The point is, they invented this shit in 96. Like, I pulled a source from an old G4 interview from 2002 where the lead developer was like, "Yeah, we wanted to focus on fast-paced gameplay and sexuality."
Yeah, Leon, you remember fucking Soul Blade? Whoever created Ivy, holy Christ.
Right, yeah, but here's the thing, like you said, Leon, this game, honestly, Dead or Alive, this whole series is based about sexual boob physics, right? That was like obviously when the arcades, that was the thing you were seeing. You were seeing the Lara Croft-esque type boobs, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, that's what it was. But you were seeing the jiggle physics. But honestly, I've been saying this from a fighting game perspective, Dead or Alive is actually one of the best, has the best systems in fighting game history. Okay, it rivals even Tekken, really, if you think about it. That triangle system in Dead or Alive that they have, that's been a staple for years, is fucking crazy. It's like a deep ass game. It goes deeper than you think. You can literally win a round or a game on defense alone. That's crazy. If you play your cards right, that is. But everybody's worried about fucking breast physics, boob physics. Oh my God, what are these women wearing, bro? Bro, get your little Puritan ass. You are so scared of seeing titties in your fucking face. Go outside, touch grass, and touch a titty. Please, for the life of everybody, holy.
So Paul Byersmith says it's because they glommed on the Gooner and weaponized it like woke, or how everybody in the right is now Nazi stuff. It lowers the significance of the word by cheaping it. Yeah. I think that this is exactly proper. Real quick, Katie and Andy, I know you have another stream now. Do you have to bounce?
Yes.
We do. Thanks so much for having us, man. This was awesome. We'll catch you guys soon.
Dude, it was great. You are absolutely welcome back anytime. I usually don't ask. I know you have this stream on Mondays, but by all means, anytime you want to come on, let me know. Tell the people who you are, what you do, real quick, where to find you, the whole nine. And mods, do your job and put their stuff in the chat.
We're hold my DualShock, so we make videos, we do live streams. We're about to be on Bone Bridger's stream for Monday Night Movie Madness, but then we have our own stream at 8:15 for Catch Up Monday. So yeah, come hang out with us. We stream
Catch
like
Up
almost
Monday,
every day. Of the
all
week.
you could mustard.
Yeah. Love you, Leon, but yeah,
Bye,
we'll
guys.
check you guys later.
Hey guys.
Bye,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Later, gang.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you both.
Keep it quacking.
Here's a hypothetical. Let's say Stellar Blade comes out. It's the exact
Catch you
same
all.
game with the same exact costumes and same exact levels and gameplay, jiggle physics, but the main character is a 250-pound corpulent woman with vitiligo and small B cups. The Western media would be hailing it as like championing it as some kind of revolutionary, awesome game that everyone needs to play.
Enzo, you know what? You're right along the lines of what I said. Matter of fact, I said it yesterday or the day before when I was streaming this. I said if they decide the same thing they said about Bayonetta, right? Or they assumed about Bayonetta. If motherfucking Eve from Stellar Blade was a gay icon, came out as a lesbian, they would love her. Okay, if they had like lesbian scenes, lesbian coded, they would love the fuck out of her. But because they don't emphasize on that, they don't say anything of that nature. It's it's bad. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah,
Even if they just made her bisexual, it would fit too. Yeah.
Yes.
It's come to the point. Like, I don't take the term Gooner seriously. I don't think it. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's again, we use anime fans to call it fan service. At the end of the day, there's been plenty of games that have been marketed on sexuality. Only now are they throwing a fit about it. And frankly, I think a lot of people are throwing a fit about it. These Western journalists. Because it's coming from the East. That's what it boils down to. They're upset that the East is doing shit like this.
Well, maybe
and they
too.
can't
Yeah,
control it.
back in Laura Croft.
Go for it,
I'll say them back in the Laura Croft and PS1. Remember, her boobs were just fucking just a triangle because it was obviously graphics. Nowadays, we're getting to the point now. Once PS6 comes out and fuck Xbox, whatever, we're gonna start getting where you can't even tell the games from live action. I mean, they're so close now. So I guess they're in their minds they're upset because PS2 graphics versus PS6 graphics are a big difference when sex sells on a system that looks just so much like real life. Like we're probably gonna start seeing video game porn sooner than later, man.
Yeah,
I mean we've already essentially we've already seen
says there's nothing wrong with Gooner games. I have an issue calling Tomb Raider, calling Dead or Alive, calling Resident Evil, whatever it may be, a Gooner game to begin with. Games that have sexy women are not inherently fucking Gooner games. When the trailer for this dropped, when the gameplay trailer dropped, and you could check the live stream I was on, it was either my own or Saturday Night Hypnosis, one of the two. Want to know what I said? Oh shit, this looks like Devil May Cry, and that's one of my favorite franchises.
Wargaming Dad actually said it best earlier because he actually, we're talking about what is gooning, and he actually explained it's like ritualistic masturbation into like a trance-like state. It's like extreme masturbation.
Yeah.
And, when you start cheapening it and softening it and just meaning like, oh, the movie striptease, it's a Gooner movie. It's like, no, it isn't. What are you talking, like.
But also to put on the word bait, like, to put on the word bait, to apply. And that's the thing, the issue I have with Norib is because, like, she put the term out, Gooner bait. And I'm like, you're assuming, when you're calling a game Gooner bait, you're assuming that there's no substance in the game. That's a bold-faced lie. Okay, this game actually has some really good combat. Like the combat, like you said, it kind of reminds. It's like a mixture of, to me, like Devil May Cry mixed with like a Souls-like type game. You know what I'm saying? Well, and that's the problem. This game definitely is not bait. This game has substance.
I'm also not saying that sexy women are. What I'm saying is that the modern day gaming journalism is saying this, and I find them saying this to be repugnant because I do not think so. I don't think Stellar Blade's Gooner bait. I don't think Dead or Alive is. I don't think Resident Evil is. I don't think Tomb Raider is. The list goes on and on. Having sexy women in gaming used to be normal. If Stellar Blade came out in 2006, it would have been a regular ass game that some people probably love. Other people would have passed up. It probably would have been middle of the road, and depending on how the franchise takes off, whether it'll be remembered or not is neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But like the point is, no, the idea that there are people calling this a Gooner game, calling other games, or my question is, do we retroactively call these games Gooner games that when that term didn't exist? No, it's just a dumbass modern internet term.
Yeah,
but again,
it's the same as woke. It's just it doesn't have any substance. People are just out. They're fucking idiots. These journalists aren't real journalists.
Back in PlayStation 1, when the first time I saw fucking Tifa fall backwards in a cutscene and Tifa's titties were jiggling, I'm like, holy shit, man. It's like, is Final Fantasy 7 a fucking Gooner game because Tifa's got big breasts? Like,
Look, if you're,
Do you think it's because the word woke has lost its substance? They have to think of something else to
That's all it
get
is,
the
yeah.
clicks.
yeah, they're
bait,
starting
and
to
all
use
that
the
stuff.
word weird. Slop is getting used a lot.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the other word too.
Slop tubers. Slop tubers is one that I've been hearing for the last couple weeks now. They're calling like Asmongold. What the fuck you mean a slop tuber? People who are reacting to politics and other people talking about politics is now
I think
slop?
when people
What?
talk about slop, they mean you're just churning stuff out like repeatedly, and it's all kind of similar. And I think that's not just with YouTubers or whatever. People keep calling these movies and TV shows slop. But come up with better adjectives. I understand what you're saying, but tripe is a good word, and what else? Some other good stuff. Strange instead of weird, odd. Stuff like
Or
that.
how about
bizarre?
write about the mechanics of the game and how the gameplay is and how the game works.
Yeah.
Versus
game journalist, especially if you're a
sexy
game
Asian,
journalist.
yeah, especially if you're a game journalist. Instead of like sexy Asian girl climbing a ladder. Ooh, it's offensive.
Like
as far,
I think it's pretty simple with this stuff. Like the whole Gooner thing is happening because people they don't like being called Gooners. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they call you a Gooner because you don't like to be called a Gooner, and it's just they're picking on that because that's something that's working for them right now.
Can I get a shirt that says Gooner across it? I want a
Jax is right,
Gooner
though.
shirt.
Bro, if you got Gooner right across your titties and wear that shit on stream,
That's
I'm
what I
just
want.
saying,
Wait, there's a shirt that says "Eat, sleep, goon,
right?
repeat."
Here's the thing:
That's what
if
it
you're
I need-
just
I
like
need to
jerking off,
care
in the
about that.
if you're like jerking off in the shower in the morning to like clean your pipes or whatever, that's one thing. But if you're like lighting candles and setting up multiple monitors with multiple pornography and doing like getting the lotion, you're gonna do jerk off for like an hour straight. That's gooning. You're gooning.
What about
does that,
verified Gooner?
No,
That's
people,
cool.
not me, but yeah, people do it.
verified Gooner. I like that. Just make sure that it's like up on the chest enough to where like we could see that.
Certified Gooner. Certified Gooner.
I think gooning has gotten popularized with the newer generation with OnlyFans and just like pornography and not actual having sex. Much more like just like self pleasuring, like a monkey in a tree. It's weird.
Here, guys, if you want to get matching shirts, here you go.
Yeah.
I just think, honestly, I think this shit is retarded.
let's
bro.
take a look
Like,
at this.
This shit is retarded at this point because I'm like,
we okay. So I'm looking at this right now, Nadia. You need to make sure you get like a good female fit that accentuates your titties.
True.
Like this is a good
for my
shirt.
Gooners.
It
For my
needs to be
Gooners.
like 2 inches. It needs to be 2 inches higher. The print needs to be like right
and
over
then
the
put like
collar.
and like with the O's, the O's should have like the eyeballs right there, the certified Gooner
or nipples.
No, as someone who designed hundreds of sorority girl shirts, like a lot of times the print has to start right here because the boobs will
Right
make
here.
it,
Yeah,
too
'cause
big.
yeah.
You'll have Gooner like written here, and it doesn't look good.
Right.
I do agree with this statement. We do need to reshame fetishes bad in the bedroom. I 100% agree with that statement. Like
We need to shame people in general. People need to be shamed, bullied.
I don't
Bullied.
agree with that statement because I put it like this. Anybody who says that in general, I'm like, all right, cool. Let's start with you first.
Yeah.
And I don't say that to be rude. And I don't say that to be rude.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that, and Leon, I think you kind of know where I'm coming from with this, because one thing I don't like is double standards, and I've seen people clearly the people
but there's no double
that say
standard with
this,
this. Right, left, gay, straight, whatever. If you got fetishes, keep that shit in the
keep it
fucking
in the bedroom.
I don't want to hear
Agreeable.
about it in the goddamn
but
library.
the people that are saying it, that's the problem. The people that are saying we need to shame people.
Oh, so
for doing
basically,
this
don't
are
throw
the same ones.
Don't throw stones while you live in a glass, house.
Exactly.
There's gonna be hypocrites on all sides. But LG, you know me for a while now. Do you know what my sexual fetishes are? Nah, because I don't fucking talk about them. Like,
I mean, there was that one time you told me not, but I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Speaking of people that need to be shamed. Oh, wait. Before we get into that, we got a new super. I have a couple actually.
He had a couple that you missed actually.
Yeah, all right. Let's hit these. Of course, albino monkey coming from Primate King's son. Bro, you know what happens when you drop the monkey?
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Then Kyle B. Fear the Haggis says, "Oh, so that means I'm gooning now over Leon. Damn, better turn off the monitor. Oh, dude, you got me on multiple monitors.
Don't we all?
I mean, if you got him on multiple monitors, that's not gooning. But if you're jerking off while watching this, then yes, probably, maybe.
If you're jerking off while watching this, thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
It is nice to be appreciated.
Maybe we'll all
The
switch
Primate
to
King
ASMR voice.
white Gooner shirt that is also wet for Nadia. I can see
wet
the vision. I can see the vision. All right, we'll give you guys this clip.
I'm gonna have to strap the girls.
I will come anywhere you want me to come.
All over his backside run. I want to fuck you in the ass right now. Thank you. It's nice to get some appreciation around here.
That's what Sin needs. She needs an updated whatever with a Gooner shirt. Just for like a day or something.
She has a titty kitty.
Yeah, give Peepers a little flag that says like Gooner or something.
Gooner,
that he
yeah.
waves around.
So
oh my god.
The Last of Us 2.
I thought this was over.
Happy Father's Day.
Is this the dad
Yeah.
one?
It's
Is this I'm gonna
the
be a
Last of Us
dad?
2 showrunner.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Season 2. Yep, the most ridiculed line. I'm gonna be a dad. Here's what he had to say about it.
Of course he did.
Bella and I were talking about that episode. I run things past them all the time. All right, full stop. First of all, you're the showrunner. Stop running shit by your actors.
Yes.
You're the fucking boss. That's my thoughts. Just on this sentence alone, does anybody have issues?
Yeah, dude. Actors should be treated like props. You tell them what to do and where to stand and what
also,
to say.
too, Leon was just all the actors were told don't play the game, don't play the source material.
Yeah.
That's such a great, smart choice not to fucking play the source material.
Right.
My sister finished season 2 while I was in town, and she has never played the game. She's not into pop culture at all. And I asked her, I was like, what did you think of the line, I'm going to be a dad? And she goes, oh, I didn't care. It's fine. It was fine. It didn't bother me that much. And I was just like, oh. So normies don't realize what this is getting into, just FYI. Because I know my sister is definitely a normie.
Real quick, LG also got to go. You guys own stream to start up. Homie, tell me who y'all do, what you'll be doing, the whole nine.
Hey, y'all can
Later,
find me-
Gooner.
You know what? Proudly, I'm about to get
That's the only hard R you can use on him.
Hey, yo. Leon, I'm revoking your black card. That's it. I'm talking to the Black Coalition. Your black card is being revoked.
Finally.
As we speak, you're right. You'll be hearing from my black lawyer. But you can find me
so
on
I win the
YouTube.
case then is what you're saying.
No. My black lawyer is actually, like Louis Farrakhan type. Whoa, no, damn. That's wrong. Fuck. I just realized how stupid that was. Anyway, but y'all can find me 210 LG everywhere. I'm actually gonna be playing some Stellar Blade. I think I'm close by the end. I think I'm close by the end. I was trying to finish it up this morning, but I couldn't because I was too tired.
Yeah.
But I'm up now. We're gonna finish it and we're gonna get into it. And y'all can find me. Thank you, Leon. It was a pleasure. Panel, good to see y'all. Y'all be easy. Don't be greasy, sleazy. Peace.
You love
Bye,
the
LG.
shit. Catch you
Get
later,
those
homie.
cans, LG.
Have a good
Those
one.
fucking cans, God.
So, showrunner goes on to say, and I was like, this just popped into my head, referring to the
come
"I'm gonna be a
on.
dad" line. I don't know why, it just felt right.
No, it didn't.
Don't
Why?
trust your instincts.
Can I tell you what's going to happen with season 3? Can I?
Oh,
my
please,
prediction?
Nadia.
Wait
tell
on
us.
it.
Okay. So I've covered this season 2 on my channel. And season 3 is supposed to be completely from Abby's perspective. And then whatever the cliffhanger for season 2 was, you're not going to get till season 4. So think of that like 2-3 years down the line. Because of the drop rate in viewership for this and the loss of money, I think HBO is going to go to them and say, listen, the show is jog shit. I know we promised you a season 3. We're not promising you a season 4. We're going to split your idea for season 3, half Abby, and then finish this fucking shit and let's get it over with. Because my God, this is on top of the worst writing I've seen for a show. And granted, I haven't covered any of the Disney shows.
Yeah.
This shit was awful. Made no fucking sense. All right, I'm off my little.
No, because
Did you cover this because it's like
You're
horror
right,
adjacent? Because it's like
Yeah,
horror.
and to be fair, I did like season 1. I've never played either game,
Sure.
so I didn't go. But so I'm judging it just from a perspective of the writing, the acting, and it was a pain to get through each episode. The only 2 good episodes is the 2 with Pedro in it, episode 2 and episode 6. That's it. These actors cannot carry this show on the Bella and whoever plays Dina, and I like her. And I will say for Bella, I know everybody makes fun of her looks and all this stuff, and she looks like a potato and stuff. Whatever. But my thing is, this is not a role meant for her. This is not written for her. Even with, yeah. So Zax was on it with me too, or I think. Maybe.
Yeah. I watched the season 2, and it's not good. Nothing about it is really entertaining.
So
Second
they're
episode
trying.
was good. Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't.
Sorry,
No, I was gonna say like there was a basis here they could have used. There's probably stuff in the game they could have added to this to make a better season, or even just put off, episode 2. But they didn't do it, and every decision they made it worse. Like they did not improve anything with their writing this season at all.
So with these
real quick, I
articles
just want you
coming
guys
up-
all know we did race swap LG. He's
Nice.
back and he's more articulate now. He can complete sentences.
These articles
Based.
to drum up more interest in it so that they can get greenlit for season 4, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I really
How are
think
they gonna do a season 4? There's only 2 fucking games.
dude, they ended it on a
Exactly,
and mind
man,
you,
yeah.
too, again, I just thought of this afterwards. If we're getting next season, just to be on Abby's point of view, the cliffhanger from season 2 will not be available for another 2 to 3, maybe 4 years with production. And I told my sister this, and she's like, "Who's a normie?" She's like, "I'm not waiting that long to find out. I'm not going to care about it by then."
Because Leon, what they keep doing is they keep padding. They're adding stuff to the show that never happened in the game. Extra scenes, extra scenes, extra scenes. So that's why they're padding it for.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the first
I would
game
say-
they like brushed up real quickly, you know.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
they could have split
the
the
set
first game
pieces are
into
good,
2
though.
seasons.
Yeah.
They easily.
Well,
The big action stuff they did, I thought was well done this season. I like the big, especially this siege. I thought that was not in the games, I guess, but it was I thought excellent in the show.
No, it was
So
in
the
game.
action stuff was pretty good. The rest of it, yeah, weird.
See, I talked about this with
Well,
Lance.
real
where,
quick, LG came in with that 5-banger, says keep calm and goon. Sure idea. LG, this is for you, brother.
I can blow. Oh, you ready to blow? Yeah, I'm ready to blow. Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Every time my fingers touch brain, I'm super fly TNT. I'm the guns of the Navarone.
Yeah.
If you look at
No,
Jay
continue.
Goodwin, if you look at Jay Goodwin just made a good fucking point because there's no schedule Last of Us 3, and the
Yeah.
second game did so fucking
Job
bad.
security.
He's trying to just milk this shit for all he can because game 2 should get maybe 5 episodes of content. He's fucking milking 3 seasons out of this shit. Come on.
Yeah, well, like I said, the thing about zombies, I'm a big zombie fan, big horror fan, but I'm realizing zombies, especially with downer, like kind of apocalyptic tones and no levity, it works better as movies. It does not work in long form. People get tired, they get fatigued. There's no point. It just goes on, and it's like, what is the purpose here? It just. I don't think zombies stories in general work better as shows. They work better as movies.
That's why the
I
first
agree with
the
you,
first game
Enzo,
was about
but-
about a father and daughter. It was less about zombies, about
Yeah.
a dad reconnected with a surrogate daughter.
I agree with you, Enzo. However, they can counter it if the writing is good. Look at The Walking Dead, the first couple of seasons.
Right.
The writing between the characters are really good, and those relationships. Granted, after a while, it got repetitive and a lot.
Yeah,
of
everyone kind of
but
tunes out around season 3
Yeah.
because it's like there's no
But this
levity
season-
at all. It's just too
this season could
hardcore.
have been good if the writing was good. If focusing on the
Right, but the writing in the second game wasn't good.
Oh,
when you
yeah,
think of
no,
a
I-
adaptation. Most people are, at least if you're a fan, are like, hey, stay true to the source material. However, this is one of the most hated bits of source material on the in
They
the game
should have just
zeitgeist. You had an opportunity to change it for once and make it something that people appreciate, and they didn't.
Yeah,
and they should have just upped the zombie aspect of it, to be honest, to counter it. Because you get the one big battle, you get one under Seattle thing, and occasionally, but that's about it. There's no threat of these creatures, zombies. And they're trying to play more of the human element. It's supposed to be a tale of revenge, but it's not a tale of revenge if you've got an immature character on this journey. Like it doesn't fit the narrative that they're trying to spin for it. And I honestly think they're gonna get a season 3 to split it up and just finish it off. I don't think they'll get a
Bruce
season
says zombie fatigue is real. I don't think zombie fatigue is real at all. I mean, I think 28 years later is gonna cry. I know,
I'm
granted,
excited.
it's infected, not zombies. But you know what I mean? I think it's
No.
gonna crush it. I don't
I
think
see
zombie
it early.
fatigue
I
is
might
a
see it on
thing.
Thursday so I could get on Nadia's show.
No, that's what I plan on going to I plan on getting off work and immediately going to the theater and watching 28 years later. That's my plan.
If you see it before my stream on Thursday, you should join us, Leon, because we're going to just talk about it.
And that was so
Oh,
point.
your stream is like opening day Thursday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, yeah.
It's Juneteenth. I have it off, so I'm gonna go see it early.
What is Juneteenth? What's that made up shit? That's this coming
19th.
Thursday,
Yeah.
right?
Nah, the 19th
It was,
Thursday.
it was
Yeah.
Thursday. It was the end of slavery.
Bro, I
you
feel
know?
like Father's Day and Juneteenth should be the same day. That way, black people have something to celebrate since they have dads in the home.
God damn it!
Someone had to say it.
Can I say
Sorry,
a hot take?
sorry to brought it out.
I think people are a little too hard on Bella Ramsey, the actress. I think people are going a little too crazy on her. Like,
You're right, she is so
It's her
fuckable.
looks.
What?
No, it's
No.
because people make fun of her look.
wait,
She
what?
can't really emote. I agree with you, Enzo. The role is not right for her. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like
No,
if,
yeah.
if she has a role written well for her, everybody loved her in Game of Thrones, and I get it. She was a young child then, but she's not Ellie. She's not written well for this type of a tale. Like she's not well enough to lead a cast either.
I think
Doesn't look well
criticisms
either.
are fine with her acting and stuff, but yeah, people are just being just outright just mean on her for no.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, dude, you should see Hook in my chat. He's
I mean,
fucking-
okay, this might be an unpopular opinion. I don't know. Unless your character's supposed to be retarded, don't cast a retard. I actually mean that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It was easy to hate on, Brie Larson because she's hot and she was saying a bunch of annoying shit constantly. So I kind of got the hate at the time. Bella Ramsey, she kind of thinks she's a they, them, and she's a weird looking girl. I felt bad when I was showing the first season to my mom, and she obviously didn't play the game, but she was like, I like this show. That little girl's just so ugly. I just don't like the show because of that. And I was like, God damn, people, that's a normal person right there.
I've said with Instagram, if your kid has a fucking disability, never put your kid's disability on Instagram because Instagram will slay your children apart. Look, that's how the internet works. If you don't want to get criticized, do not be on camera. I don't feel bad for you because you're making tens of millions of dollars while I'm up fucking 5 o'clock in the morning working 12-hour days.
I just think it's cheap when you look on certain YouTubers' page and like every thumbnail's got like, potato face, Bella Ramsey.
Hey, well,
It's just like, all right, dude, we get it.
We tried on my stream. I tried to have a rule like, let's criticize the writing and the acting, not her looks, because that's cheap shots.
Yeah.
But some people in the chat did not listen.
Because the point is, when Bella Ramsey has a sex scene, it's painful. When Sydney Sweeney has a sex scene, I'm going to turn my camera off.
Oh, you won't.
I don't think it's nice to.
You'll forget.
It's not the only thing to talk about, but it's part of the character. How she looks is part of how the character is and how you relate to her, connect to her. And so if she looks nothing like the character, which is my complaint, is she doesn't look like that character. Period. And there are people who do. And the girl who plays Abby looks way closer to Ellie.
Yeah, the
than
girl that plays
than
Abby
she does.
could have. Caitlin Deaver, and
Yeah,
she's a good
it-
actress, by the way. I was saying this.
I
on-
agree.
I believe it
And
was.
flip it.
Whose stream was it? It may have been my fucking own. I'm not sure, but I don't like sitcoms. With few exceptions, I love Seinfeld. Things
Last
like that.
Man Standing.
Yeah, she was his daughter.
Last Man Standing is one of those I really interested. Like, wow, I find myself laughing at a sitcom. She might actually be my favorite character in Last Man Standing. I enjoyed her. She's like Caitlin Deaver is a good actress. Why was she not Ellie?
She was the
Caitlin
best of the
Deaver's-
sisters for sure.
Also, she has like the filmography, television. She practices her craft. What has Bella done other than Game of Thrones?
Exactly.
Nothing.
She could be Abby. You could bulk her up a bit. She could be Abby.
But I'm saying like
Bella,
they must have had just an agreement with HBO and just just similar to Pedro, just kind of
definitely, yeah.
she's hot coming off of Game of Thrones, so they slipped her into this and she took a job. And granted, I don't agree with the stuff she says on the red carpet, but I mean, at the end of the day, she's got to pay her bills, right? Is she wrongly casted? Yes, but that's the casting.
You telling me that you're not down with what she's saying,
director.
Nadia?
Fuck no. I'm down with what nobody's saying.
No,
I
you're
hate
not
everybody,
down.
all right?
There was an S. It was a never mind.
The criticisms
I'm not
are all
down
sound.
with the sickness.
The criticisms are all
I
sound
was
and
gonna
valid,
say,
but when it's just like
it's
the
not-
same thing over and over again, it becomes obsessive almost.
Yeah,
the
it's
showrunner
just
was on to say it's not an expression of gender as much as a state of mind. How is I'm gonna be a dad not an expression of gender? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Either
Christ.
this dude is trying real hard to play for this line, be like, oh, you guys all read it wrong, or B is fucking outright retarded. Like
It's not
it's
about
either a
gender.
lie or retardation.
Again, like I said, the state of mind. Your dad teaches you different values than mom. That's how life
See,
works.
I when I first heard about it, I was giving it kind of like a more credit than it needed because I was giving it the benefit about thinking like, okay, so they're like playing house, pretend like I'm dad, you're mom, and it's like, no, she's really pregnant with another guy. And she's just kind of inserting herself into this like as a trio, and I'm going to be second dad. That was a weird thing to say for sure.
But all the dialogue is dumb because even Ellie in the show, she's like, okay, oh my god, we're having a baby. There's no we. Only one woman is carrying this thing for 9 months and pushing it out. There's no we're having a baby. You didn't get Dina pregnant.
You could have done the same
I
line.
never said we were having a baby when my ex-wife was fucking pregnant with my kid.
I was gonna say that's those pregnant couples like we're having
we're
a
pregnant.
baby.
We're pregnant. Yeah.
It's like
We're pregnant.
they had one sex scene and now we're having a baby. No, there's no we, you dumb bitch. Like,
If anything, Bella Ramsey should have said, "I'm going to be an uncle." That would have been better, right? Because it also would have been
Nothing at
gender
all.
non-conforming
I'm gonna
and
be
stupid.
a potato.
Well, in the game, she was pissed off about it, not excited about it. 'Cause
Oh
it-
yeah, I didn't play
It
the second
screws
game.
up her mission, right? That's she's there for revenge, not to be a dad. And the show changed that. And the whole tone of that was all bad. All of that was dumb.
It's almost
They're
like
walking through town without being careful at all, talking as
Yep.
loud as they want.
Yeah.
It's just it takes you out of the show completely.
That is stupid.
But
Yeah.
here's, I think, the most telling part, though. So he pitches the line to her, and or they, them, or what the fuck ever it is. The joy that just burbles out of Bella when I say I'm gonna be a dad is wonderful. This is why you ran the line by. You ran the line by Bella because you know Bella is gender non-conforming or whatever, because you certainly don't look like a woman. Your species non-conforming because you're a fucking garden vegetable. Very, very high in carbs, by the way. Yeah, you ran this line by them because you knew that it was gonna make them feel so expressive in their gender non-conformingness or what the fuck ever.
How old is
You
she?
wouldn't have done this to a woman that looked like a
turned-
woman that didn't
she's
call
turned
themselves a they
19.
them. This woman, this line would not have been written if Bella Ramsey didn't claim they were they them.
21. Her frontal lobe's not even developed fully. She's
Yeah.
being influenced. Left. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's that meme. Like, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you're a gender fluid or they them or whatever. You're just a weird looking and
It's
attractive
just,
person.
these guys,
It's fine.
you wonder why you've lost 60% of your fucking audience.
I think it's mostly the writing, to be honest, throughout the whole
Well,
season.
I'm with
It was
Nadia on that
Zach's.
one.
Even if
What's
the
I'm saying,
game was
Nadia,
a shit,
yeah.
even if the game was shit, the whole point of game, from my understanding, is it's a revenge tale. As soon as Joel dies, she is like tunnel vision focus on getting this revenge. That is not the case during this entire season. It is let's play house, let's be teenage girls. Like Dina is more serious than she is at times about this mission.
In the game, if you watch the cutscene from the game, Ellie hates the news that what's her nuts is pregnant because it is a distraction from her revenge.
She is like, granted, I get it, the game is shit, but she is basically focused on this revenge, not having this little girl trip that they have to be rescued by the end of the season 4, by the way. And it just doesn't make sense. The writing is just awful. And I don't know how this will be. I don't even know. I'm surprised HBO's not going to cancel it before season 3. But Caitlin, is it Caitlin Denver? What is her name? Deaver. So she's a strong actress. I can see season 3 actually being pretty good because it's just supposed to be from the perspective of Abby, and they have competent actors around her. But take Bella out of the put her back in the equation, it's going to be awful. So I don't know. Fuck, I could play a better Ellie.
I mean,
one thing I don't even think they bring up in the first game really, or they don't communicate as well. But like this girl, these children have grown up in this like post-apocalyptic world. They don't know the real world that we know, So like the fact that they're playing house and shit seems like weird. Like I don't know. I think you would be totally different growing up in that kind of society.
It would be.
And by the way, Dina knew she was pregnant. And she allowed Bella, with her dirty ass fingers, to insert him in there and potentially cause an infection up there that could harm the child. By the way,
I didn't consider any of that. And I don't like.
No, the worst part was when the Asian guy offered Dina whiskey. She's like, I don't want whiskey. Like, who turns down alcohol?
Yeah,
bitch.
there was
Did she spit in her fingers first?
Yeah, there was a disgusting meme. There's a disgusting meme where you see a close up of these dirty fingernails, and then she's doing the thing, and then the fingers are all clean when they come out.
And also Dina too, she's been sweating. There's bacteria grabbing it, and you're just putting it back.
I can't drink alcohol because I'm pregnant, but I have Ellie put her fingers inside me because that's sanitary.
Nick, you came into a
women in the chat know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say I'm so glad I've not watched any of season 2, and I'm so glad I never wasted my time in the video game.
Same.
Oh, this is good. We're gonna
so glad.
The things we do for our friends every Thursday.
So
Nadia, didn't I say it was gonna be shit? We warned you, dear.
You did warn me. But hey, I'm almost to 1,000 subs.
Something good.
I know.
Money.
So we got this, and I know Nick and Blue Collar are probably the biggest gamers on this channel, but on this panel besides I am. I know the Zach's games and whatnot, but I don't know if you've got like the time for it a lot nowadays. But this is Borderlands 4. So Borderlands 4 will be $70 standard. Damage control and last second change, or the plan all along. And Randy pitched for a drummed up drama by being vague on purpose, already knowing the answer. You be the judge. And yes, it was very heavily implied that Borderlands 4 was going to be part of the new $80 game meta, but now you go to Steam and it's 70. So, hey, what up, Gooch? How you doing, homie? So what are we looking at here? Was it always
Mr.
gonna be
Baking bread comment.
Okay, look right there. Remember one thing: $70, right? Also, look, deluxe edition, $100. Pre-purchase super deluxe edition, $130. So what? So say a game is worth $80, right? What are you bitching about when the fucking deluxe edition, super deluxe edition, and $19 edition, and season pass and other season pass? People will bitch about $80, but they'll blow $200 fucking dollars on DLCs and cosmetics and. Okay, guys.
I have a question for you gamers. I really do.
What's up?
Why is this now the culture where you're paying $70 for a digital game, the same you would pay for a physical copy? Wouldn't the digital copy be cheaper because there's no need for a case, no need for a physical game? Why is this?
Oh no!
Why is this something you all are okay with?
You're adorable.
I mean, like it's the people that are. It's like this blind loyalty that some of these plebs out there have. I mean, I think the majority of us that are that have common sense, that we're going to see that and go, get bent. Like, we're not going to go give you $70 with like, I mean, the last couple of games I bought were what, $40-$50. I mean, between Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, some of the best $40 I think I've ever spent in my life in a game. Not to mention, like, Dune Awakening is free to play, and it's a wide open sandbox. I guess it's technically an MMO, but even MMOs have like a monthly charge, right? And this one you don't have to pay with Dune Awakening, and I think that was $50 as well. So I mean, you shouldn't have to ever pay more than $50 or maybe $60 for a standard game.
Yeah.
I get battle passes if there's going to be some sort of PvP multiplayer aspect that is, maybe even, dare I say, competitive. But there again, you've got other, competitive games out there that are, standard base, $20 to $40, and everything that you spend in game is just cosmetics. So there's nothing that actually, helps you or elevates you in the game, right? Like, look how long PUBG has been around. As a base game. I paid $20 for it once, and it's been going on for years. So one of the most highly played games on Steam. So they're out of their minds that there's these big name IPs, these big developers that think they can just boss their way and manhandle gamers and take advantage of them and manipulate them with these price tags. And I don't know if it's like these other companies saw Nintendo do it first and thought, hey, we can get away with it too. I don't know if they're all just to blame equally, but I think the majority.
I think that, to answer that, Nick, now on address Vex's comment.
Yeah.
I think that this was coming no matter what. Every game company out there was waiting to see who the first would be to pull the trigger. Because Rockstar, we all know good goddamn well, was going to charge $100 for GTA 6. Like, that's going to be a thing. I think all these other companies, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, the subsidiaries, Bethesda, Capcom, shit like that, they were all waiting to see who would pull the trigger first so that they could all jump on it. So while Nintendo did do it first, if Nintendo didn't do it, Microsoft would have, or Bethesda themselves would have, or Sony. But someone would. This is the way it's been. The rumors have been treading for a year and a half now. And
does it make sense for Nintendo to do it because Nintendo games are exclusive for Nintendo, where there are most of these games that are Borderlands that are like Xbox, PS, PlayStation, PC. Like,
not only that, Nadia. So I have made the argument. People keep calling me a shill for Nintendo, and if you want to call me a shill for Nintendo, fair enough, whatever. But I made the argument that Nintendo has got a 30 to 40 year track record proven of nearly all of their first party games being games that hold their value, that people play over and over. Nintendo consoles still work. My Super Nintendo from 1992 still works to this day. I can play my Super Ghouls and Ghosts cartridge on it. It still works just fine. Like, Nintendo, at the very least, has proven quality in terms of both their hardware and their games. Now, do I like $8 games? No, not at all. But if any company can get away with it, I think their track record proves it is them. And then anybody else jumping on that bandwagon, they have not built up that level of goodwill or that level of showing there's a dollar amount to be worth it. And even then, I haven't bought a Switch 2. I'm not paying $80 for Mario Kart. I unabashedly will when Zelda comes out because I'm an absolute Zelda fanboy. But yeah, I think that while I don't like that Nintendo's doing it, they're the ones that I will give the least grief about compared to other ones. And then Vex says, because gamers are inherently consumers, they will buy any and follow anything, hence why the industry is where it is. I said the same thing on SNH. Gamers are like drug addicts. They want to play games so bad they will bitch and moan, but then when it's in front of them, they'll shove it.
Don't worry, Leon. Chris
yeah.
is a Nintendo shill too.
I will make a point, but I know Zach's is leave. I do want to make a point about gamers and stuff.
We'll get Zach's out of here.
Okay,
so we'll get Zach's out of here first.
Zach,
Zach,
go.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out with Nick later tonight. Thanks for me on, Leon. It's Nick's birthday, Nicky Muscle's birthday stream tonight. After this, so I'll be hanging out there later on, popping in for a bit where I can, and then Wednesday we're doing What's Good Wednesday 9:00 Central is gaming in 2025 is the show. Kate is going to come on. Hopefully Leon's going to come on. Called Classic Cage, bit of a different panel talking about all the gaming stuff so far, what's coming up the rest of the year in games, because we don't normally cover that, but I think it's a good time to do that. So that's going to be Wednesday, and then Circle of Jerks Saturday night. Nadia's place.
Strangers Things Friday. Yeah,
I just did it. Nadia's, yes.
I'm 100% there. I think I'm going to be the most optimistic between Cassie, Kate, and myself because I'm just that kind of guy. So
Kate is there. Yes, you will be.
Kate is a straight hater, dog. Kate is a straight hater. Hey, catch you later, War Game Dad. Appreciate you showing up. I appreciate the verbal sparring, just I really do. So yeah, thank you for being in opposition. All right, Zach, catch you later, man.
See you guys later.
Later, Zach.
Pray for your family, Zach. Bye.
We will be raiding into Nick's stream after this, by the way. We're gonna go over about another 20-ish minutes, and we're gonna raid into Nick's stream. All right, what were you saying, Blue Collar?
Well, two things. Number one, okay, I understand you got like Nadia coming from with physical disc versus digital. When Claire Skinny came out, everybody from Nick to Nadia to my kid, everyone I know is like, Chris, buy Expedition 33. Guess what? I went to 4 GameStops in my area. I went to 2 Walmarts, 2 Amazons, 2 Best Buys. It was fucking sold out everywhere. I went to Amazon.com and GameStop.com. Claire Skinny was sold the fuck out. You know where it wasn't sold out? On the PlayStation Store for $50 in digital. That's why I bought it for.
But Blue, for that game particularly, they weren't expecting to sell that many.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But
some
people would say that, okay, but don't spend $50 in digital game. If I want to play the game, I have to buy it on digital.
Yeah,
I have no choice.
And I understand for indie creators too, who put their games up, that they don't have the ability to do mass marketing and create the little, in stores and stuff. I get it. It's just the big titles like Borderlands, GTA and stuff like that. Why is it starting to be acceptable that you're paying the same for digital?
It's like a digital comic being charged the same as a printed
it's a long
comic,
discussion.
it makes no sense.
Like what Liam was saying, okay, with games, right? Some people, again, look, I would not pay. Some people say that I will not pay $100 for GTA 6. Objectively, GTA 5 came out 12 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
You've had 12 years to save up $100.
I was totally gonna say that. But GTA 5 retroactively in hindsight, totally worth $100 if they decided to charge GTA 5 $100.
Right now, Borderlands coming out. Okay, say for instance, Borderlands want to charge $80, right? It is June 16th. Between June and fucking late September, if you can't put away $1 a day to pay for your hobby, I'm just saying, guys, like with GTA 6 right now, it's been delayed. You could put away a quarter a day. I'm just saying.
We can hear your cat rubbing on the mic, and it's awesome.
Oh, can you? Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Keep it.
I thought it was cute. I wasn't gonna say anything. I thought it was cute. Yeah.
Listen, but people talk about their hobbies. I mean, people they're willing to spend $6 for a fucking Starbucks latte. But oh my god, the games went from $70 to $80. I'm gonna fucking rage and rampage.
Well, I think there's a comment that someone said earlier about Primate King San Nig Wu said, "I'm sorry, bro. PlayStation is literally the only one." Yeah, it's not PlayStation themselves, right? It's the game or the IP that goes through PlayStation. Much like an example would be if the original creators that put together the Halo trilogy, Halo 1, 2, and 3, if they came back and made a Halo game, you got the old crew back together and said, "We're going to make the right Halo game, the right sequel." Everyone would lose their fucking minds, and they would for sure pay $80 because you know what you're going to be getting at that point. You're going to be getting a good game with the people that put one of the best gaming trilogies. I'm not counting 4, 5, and 6, but again, like that's one of the things where people will follow.
There's only 4 Halo games: 1, 2, 3, and Reach. I'll allow Halo in there for you.
Halo 5 had fucking great 4-player co-op.
Well, I mean, it was good for the competitive scene for the HCS, but it's just not the same.
You brought up Primate King's son Nig Wu's comment, and to be fair, I get what he's saying, but I feel like my response kind of puts the nail in the coffin. they aren't doing
Yeah.
anything with those IPs. Those IPs everyone reminisces about, those are PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, maybe earlier PlayStation 3. Nowadays they're in glorified Insomniac and Night Dog machines, which those games are now placed on PC. So
Yep.
like while we romanticize Sony and have great memories of the PS1, PS2, things like that, Sony now is not the same company. Whereas Nintendo, at least in terms of the games they release, haven't changed.
Yeah.
Well, almost like
Say hi, May.
Was ODST good? I didn't play ODST, Frag Monkey, to be fair.
ODST is awesome. Dude,
It was
is
fun,
Yeah.
but yeah, obviously, like playing on Legendary was a little bit different because you had a little bit of a tougher time.
Oh yeah,
look at that pop.
Look at it.
But like kind of back to what Nadia was saying about digital versus like physical copies and price. The price is the same. Like, yeah, I feel the same way when I go to food trucks and they charge like restaurant prices.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I could just
That's
go
why I
to a
don't
restaurant
tip at
with
food
air
trucks.
conditioning, air conditioning and toilets and sit down and eat the food here. If I go to a food truck, it should be cheaper, right?
I don't tip at food truks for that reason. They have
overhead here.
Yeah.
I said before, in terms of like digital sales, talk to Gore King about this, right? PS5 and also Xbox, they have digital sales. They have Black Friday sales, end of year sales. I paid $15 for fucking Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition. It was $100, knocked down to $15. So Doom and Dark Ages, even Niat said, guys, Doom and Dark Ages is more $60. I'll wait for the sale. I don't need to play Doom. There's no rush to play it right now. Doom and Dark Ages is just as fun as $20 as it is for $60. There's no rush for anybody to go up blow. So if GTA 6 is $100, wait for a sale, bro. It's not going anywhere.
No, I agree. That being said, there's always, and this isn't just with gaming. This is the case for movies, comics, video games, whatever entertainment medium. There's always going to be that one IP, that one franchise where you, even if you hate the idea of buying games day one or whatever, where you're always going to be there day one. Like for me, it's Resident Evil and Sonic the Hedgehog. Those are the two. Like if you release a new
Hogwarts
Sonic game or a
Legacy.
new Resident Evil game. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Like
I bought it digitally.
I love
day
Harry
one.
Potter. I was not a day one for Hogwarts Legacy because even though I love Harry Potter, I don't love it like I do Resident Evil or Sonic or when it comes to movies. Dude, new Evil Dead movie, actual Evil Dead, not this homo ass shit they've been doing. You bring back Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi's doing the directing. I'm there day fucking one. Like everyone's got their IP that's gonna be the case, and I don't know if it's hypocritical or not to be like, oh, games shouldn't be $80. Then for that one IP, you break your rule because again, I feel like everyone's got those, and it's not just a gaming thing.
No, it's what's it said, Leah.
You're right.
My friend Elliot, he bought Nemesis. He bought Nemesis for $60. He beat that game in 2 hours. He was Chris. That was the biggest waste of fucking $60 I ever fucking did.
You're talking about the Resident Evil 3 remake?
Yes.
I hated myself.
So I said, Elliot, you know what? I bought that shit for $18 on the fucking PlayStation Store. It was just as fun for $18 as him blowing $60 fucking. Like, dude,
but me being able to play it the day of as a massive Resident Evil fan and then spread the gospel of how fucking terrible this was, I felt vindicated. Just like, you know what? Spending $60 for this Ultimate Edition or whatever I did to be able to tell people don't buy this game at all, I'll take the hit for you.
Yes, some of us, yeah. But that's what we said. People tend to gaming. Remember, it's a hobby. It's not mandatory. No one's making. Like you said, Leon. Some people out there will spend $500 on Switch too. Some people will fucking blow $2,000 on a fucking PS5 on the black market. I have no problem waiting for PS5 to go down to $300. I'm not in a rush, man. It's like
I myself prefer the white market, just so everybody
exactly. You see
What's
that?
the
However,
new Resident Evil
don't
game
get your
coming out this year?
PlayStation 5 from a wet market. You'll get COVID. Sorry, what, Nadia?
What's the new Resident Evil game coming out this year?
9
Requiem. It's coming out early next year, actually. But yes.
Oh, early
Resident
next
Evil
year. That's gonna be my first Resident Evil game.
Again, same thing that Leon said. Right now, I'm not going to pre-order this because I'm going to wait.
Yep, same.
No offense. What is the rush?
Buy it day one. So I'll make this quick because I've talked about Resident Evil ad nauseum on this, and I don't want to bore everybody. But I have very, very, very mixed opinions on this upcoming Resident Evil game as my favorite video game franchise of all time. Yeah. I hope, and I'm feeling more negative than positive. I also want to be wrong. I do. Like there's things. Maybe it was just a bad trailer. And maybe I'm hoping to be wrong, but it seems there's some red flags for people that know the series.
Yeah,
and for people that know the series from day one, as opposed to just like the modern games and stuff. But again, if I'm wrong and it turns out to be a great game, the honor Resident Evil, the whole nine, I'm happy to be wrong. But Nick has a show soon. I got one more topic. I want to hit this before we cut it in about 10 minutes, give or take. So this is huge news for anybody in the gaming scene. Nexus Mods is being sold after 25 years by burned out owner Robin, the Dark One Scott, bows out to the pressure of running a pillar of the game community. Now, we don't really need to go through the article. It doesn't say much beyond what's in the title. I did read in advance. But yeah, Nexus Mods, and it's not being sold. It has already been sold. He has not announced who the new owner is yet, but Nexus Mods was sold. This one dude who has ran Nexus Mods for the last 24 years is out of it. And I'm curious if this is good or bad for those of you, if you think it's good or bad for those of you that know the modding scene, know Nexus Mods or history.
Can you give a little bit of background on this, of like what this is? And
yeah, so
just for
Nexus Mod, first of all, I assume you know what PC modded games are, right? Like, I don't know if you modded Baldur's Gate. So this is the biggest mod website on the internet. 90% of mods come from this bitch. If you've ever played Baldur's Gate modded, you got your mod from here. And they are a very controversial site because while they are the biggest, while they've got the largest library of mods, the whole nine, they, starting in about 2023 or so, started embroiling themselves in the culture war. They started taking down mods that if you had a mod that's like, oh, remove pride flags from Spider-Man 2, or if you had a mod that included like, oh, your character's in a MAGA hat, they would take those down. And they very much chose a side. However, if you had mods that like changed the character to be bisexual, whatever, that was promoted, that's amazing. So they started taking a lot of heat during the last couple years of the culture war, because they made their side very, I say they, again, it's ran by one dude. They made their side very apparent. And things have suffered. People have been making videos showing other mod websites you can go to. I've used Game Banana. I hear they're actually also not very good in terms of culture war stuff. I didn't know that. But like, yeah, Nexus Mods is they're a pillar of the gaming culture history, but they also have taken a hard stance on the culture war.
Okay.
Yep. It could be bad, but it could be good though. I mean, I think it really depends who the new owner is, right? And if they follow in Robin Scott's footsteps with all this cultural war crap, or maybe someone comes in there and says, we're not going to do any of this. We're not going to. We saw the mistakes. We saw all the heat that we got from doing this, and maybe they don't pick a side, or maybe they just go, hey, we're not going to see. We're going to play it even. And be unbiased, and we're not going to just kind of promote either, and just kind of get back to like things that have nothing to do with any political bias, right? Like, I mean, I haven't used them in a couple years. I used them a lot with like the Total War games on Steam, which was fun. But yeah, I mean, if you use the mods a lot, then you might care about this to a certain extent. But if you don't, like, I mean, for me now, like it doesn't mean anything. Like if no one, doesn't take over and it dies out, like, it's just a part of history that we can talk about, for a nostalgic sake. But
yeah, I used them a lot for Fallout games, and I used them a lot for recent Resident Evil games. Now, that being said, people have different views on modding games. I personally do not mod a game until I've beaten it. I want to play through the vanilla version first, and then after I play through that, I will mod it. There's being the exception of the rule that when I found out there's a mod to play Baldur's Gate 3 with the 3.5 D&D rules instead of the 5th edition rules, and let me tell you, when I get Baldur's Gate 3, I'm installing that mod before I even play the game because I don't like 5th edition. But that's rare exception to the rule. Usually, I use
modding is definitely a PC crowd because again, growing up with Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo, and fucking PlayStation, you can't mod a console, and PC gamers tend to forget that. A lot of us that were fucking poor, Super Nintendo for Christmas, that was my one gift for the fucking year. Okay, PC gaming is expensive. I'm sorry to tell you.
I remember. Yeah, I got.
You can mod now on PlayStation 5 for Baldur's Gate. That's how I do it. I mean, granted, I'm going to be, and I'm going to ask because now we're getting a gaming PC. Now I get to play games on the PC, so I'll have to figure out what my first game will be. Maybe Dune.
Yeah.
Well, modding on PlayStation for games like Baldur's Gate and whatnot, the game has to allow it. So like Fallout 4 allows it, Baldur's Gate 3 allows it. Whereas on PC, whether the company wants to or not,
and
that's sort of the benefit there. And I can't wait to play a modded Baldur's Gate 3 because I do love the care and the craft that was put into like
we could play together, Leon.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I need to upgrade my PC because the reason I haven't gotten Baldur's Gate is because I don't have the space for it. Even if I delete every game I have in my library because I've got so much video editing software and stuff like that, I don't have the space for Baldur's Gate 3. So once I upgrade the gaming my gaming PC, hopefully this month or next month, that's gonna be one of the first things.
Yeah, with Rabin, that's why I said I don't mod for, because like you said, some fucking PCs, like my damn truck isn't the cost of some PC rigs. My PlayStation, I come home, I press start, I sit back and play this. I don't need to blow $9,000 on a fucking gaming rig.
Well, we didn't blow $9,000, but
How
we
much
also
did you spend?
editing and work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, your gaming rig doesn't cost like I said. I bought for my kid on Marketplace $300 for his PS5. Show me.
No, I'm more of a console person too, Blue. The whole point of us buying it was honestly more for editing purposes and Chris's work purposes, because he was using an old laptop that doesn't work. So we're like, we might as well upgrade where we can also play games, because I've been wanting to stream playing games, and streaming games from PlayStation 5 is a pain in the ass.
Not for
I
me.
agree.
Yeah, it is.
But
Nick,
yeah,
you're
all in all,
just
the
the hell
final
that we
thoughts.
should
We
do.
do have to wrap up because I want to make sure we get a Nick's stream. So final thoughts for those of you that know anything about modding games, or if you don't know and you're just you invest in culture war stuff or whatever. Do you think that Nexus Mods being bought out is a positive? Because I'm worried it's going to go the YouTube route where we saw Susan Wojcicki leave and we're like, oh yes, it'll be, and then someone worse took over. I don't like being negative, but that's my worry.
Like, you choose who you sell your stuff to, so I mean, it's very possible. Like, you know, there was a screening process. They know the person, probably similar.
And he did choose. Yeah. Actually,
right.
he actually has a quote saying, "I was very selective, and I chose somebody who I think will honor what Nexus Mods means for the gaming industry, or for the gaming culture." So it's like, oh, that worries me. He made sure he found someone completely aligned with him.
Yeah, it's like Klaus Schwab stepping down for the World Economic Forum, and you realize he gets replaced with like someone way worse. You're like, oh, obviously.
Yep.
Anybody else?
I mean, you're gonna be back at square one. I mean, if they're already taking a stand, they're gonna sell it to somebody who's gonna probably agree with them. So I don't see any hope of it changing. I don't think they're gonna sell it to somebody who's all of a sudden gonna change to be neutral in the culture war. So I think you're either gonna get the same or potentially worse. I think Vex or somebody mentioned that whoever might buy it might lean to monetizing a lot of it. So there could be that too.
Vex had a loaded question here because Vex is loaded. Vex is mouthful.
That is a great question. Why hasn't Nick hit 1K yet? So for those of you watching right now, because there are 70 more of you watching live.
Motherfucker, it takes time to build up.
Yeah, we're about to end this stream after we do some outros. We're going to be raiding right into our boy Nick here. It's his fucking birthday. If you don't subscribe to Nick
and your alts
birthday stream and your alts,
he looks good for 25.
Seriously, it's
exactly.
Go to your kitchen. Go to your kitchen. Find the sink. Under the sink, there's a thing called a cupboard. You open it up. You probably have bleach there. You pull the bleach out. You unscrew the cap. You make sure you are in full front of your family so they know exactly what's about to happen, and you down that shit. Or you could just subscribe to Nick because we're gonna get on.
Also subscribe to Nadia because Nadia is closer to 1K.
Damn. Everybody on
Sorry,
the
Nick.
channel.
She has better boobs, so
we're gonna start with Nick. We're gonna do some
I'll take my
outros.
shirt off tonight if I hit a certain goal. How about that?
I will say
Hey, if
There
I
we
hit
go.
1K, I
There we
will buy the
go.
Gooner boob shirt.
I'll goon for chicks.
Yeah.
See, there we go, Molly.
Yes, in Minecraft, by the way. All right, so Nick, tell the people who you are, what you do, where they can find you before we get on out of here. We'll go around the horse and wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, Nick over at the Plot Track's back. I do reviews on TV shows, trailers, movies. I game Monday nights. Obviously, this is a birthday stream, but usually at 9 p.m. Eastern, my show is called Masculine Mondays, where we talk about the importance of masculinity in cinema. We highlight those themes and all of the array of different movies over the past a few decades. So like next week, we're going to go back to normal, and we're going to discuss the Book of Eli, which is going to be awesome.
The best Fallout IP that's not Fallout. Book of Eli.
Yep.
Literally, you could easily say Book of Eli exists in Fallout, and it would work. But anyway, I can't wait to do that stream. I'm so excited.
Hey,
love
just like the
Book of
13th
Eli.
Warrior is a D&D movie. I'm with you, Leon. I got you.
But yeah, go sub. Tier goals, exactly.
What was that? Yeah, tier goals. Yes.
Yes.
Enzo, tell people who you are, what you do, where they can find you, the whole nine.
I'm Stupenzo. Got a channel where we watch a bunch of weird crap. Last week we watched entirety of season 2 of The Swan, and we also wrapped up that Supergirl arc. So I'm excited to just kind of get back to more other weird stuff. This week's movie on Wednesday premiering is going to be Surviving the Game, starring Ice-T and Rutger Hauer. That's a fun one. Yeah, it's a good one. It was fun. And yeah, I think other than that, I'll just be popping in on random streams. I think I might be on Circle of Jerks this Saturday. I think I got invited to like a karaoke party next week with Jazz, who I met last time I was here on CounterCast. So yeah, good stuff. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's right. Nice. Yeah, dude, Jazz is good people. I love Jazz. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, but yeah, check it out. And if you like weird movies and the Come Town podcast, it's gonna be right up your alley.
Ooh, the Come Down podcast. That's a name. Nadia, speaking of Come Down, tell people who you are.
I'm gonna get the Making Gooning Great Again shirt. Yeah. That's what I'll get. If I hit 1K. I run a horror channel. Again, not a horror channel, a horror channel. We've got Horror Tuesday tomorrow. I want to talk about Blumhouse bought Saw. Wednesday's members chat. Yeah. Thursday, we're gonna be talking about 28 years later. And then Friday is back with Stranger Things. At the end of the month, we have our members watch party, which will be Jaws to celebrate the anniversary. So check me out. Thank you, Dex, for dropping it. Yeah.
Have you seen Blumhouse has a new video game coming out that looks amazing?
I fucking I have a lot of beef with Blumhouse.
I know you do, but have you seen the trailer for this game?
I have not. I
I'll
haven't
send it to you.
Oh, please do, because it
looks so good.
Does it? Are you fucking?
I know. I mean this completely unironically. Like, it legitimately looks fantastic. It is. If it is what the trailer portrays it as, it has a high probability of being, like, for me personally, for my taste, like, game of the year contender. It is a. Did you ever play BioShock?
Yes.
You know,
I love BioShock.
It is based on it is they took inspiration from BioShock, but like all the weapons and whatnot have like spikes on them and they stick in your veins. Like your blood is your ammo.
Oh wait, I think I covered that like a couple months ago when they were announcing their video game.
Like it's called Creasel. It looks so good. All right. BCL, Nick, if you need to go, by the way, get your shit set up because I know you're starting to.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll see you over there.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Make sure to send me the link just to like resend it just in case because DMs pile up. BCL, tell the people who you are and what you do.
The way Leon said so good, I started getting goosebumps back my neck. But yeah. so good. I have a friend named Nick. He's in Plot Strikes Back. So unlike his supposed friend Leon, I actually show up on time, like 13th Warrior.
So yeah, it was nice having BCL on the show. I forgot to put that one in my calendar, and so like I'm streaming, and it's like, oh, the stream's going real well. We're gonna go long tonight because the stream's going so well. And people start DMing me like, yo, you're supposed to be on Nick's stream. Or Piranha Pout is messaging me on Discord like, yo, everyone in Nick's show is asking where you're at. Like, was I supposed to be on the 13th Warrior? I didn't realize I was. And because I forgot to put it on my calendar, and so I just missed the stream. I feel like such a
everyone knows. Leon said, you, Naughty, Enzo said, the only reason we're on streaming 7 days a week because everybody here has fucking full-time jobs. But no, said we just Wednesday, Superman fucking 4 and Jaws 4. And Leon, you know this. I said, I purposely, you're my anchor, Enzo, and anybody coming on. I'm not watching the Sonic films until Leon's on. It's just a matter of scheduling. So I'm just here to have fucking fun and hang out with my
behind
friends.
the scenes, I'll tell you that might be a lot more probable starting in the middle of July. I'll explain.
Nice. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But no,
I don't want a full-time job. I want Trump's America. I want a Handmaid's Tale. I want take me out, please.
I still do movies, and oh yeah, I'll say again too. Like to Leon, see Ballerina is not fucking woke. I'm not saying it's a great fucking film. It's not woke though. That's what pissed me in the fuck off.
I almost brought Ballerina as a topic of discussion today because I saw a review that said, Ballerina, a good movie, but did it suffer at the box office from girl boss fatigue? And what it was saying was that even though the movie is not a girl boss movie, did so many people just assume it was because of the past?
I think it came out at the wrong time. That's my opinion. It should have came out.
Small spoilers, right? At one point, she does face John Wick. I watched this film twice. She doesn't land a single hit on John Wick. He fucking embarrasses her. How is she a girl boss? Well, she can't even hit John Wick, but she's a girl boss.
I think it should have came out before the last one, to be honest. It's suffering the same thing that Black Widow is a shitty movie. Black Widow should have came out before
in phase 2. Black Widow should come out in phase fucking 2.
That's why
it should have came out early on. So I think that's why a lot of people don't care about the story.
I guarantee all these fucking guys on YouTube said, "Oh, Gina Carano is such a fucking amazing action star actress." I guarantee you, right now in 2025, if Gina Carano made an action fucking film in this year, it would fucking tank. because now everybody's so used to bitching about stuff, man. Ballerina is a fun action film. It's not great, but it's a fun action
That's all I
film.
want, by the way. Give me something like Commando or
Yeah.
when I just want fun action
Yeah.
movies. That being
just think
said,
if she had showed Tid, I think it would have been a much more. I'm not even joking. Like if
we
she just got
need
naked.
movies to show boobs again.
Yeah, dude, she got hella naked in Knock Knock. It was great. Everyone
People
saw
say
that
she
movie.
can't lose. John Wick saves her life. She's about to get killed. She loses 3 times in the fucking film. How is she invincible?
Seduction assassination missions where you just try to,
Well, Blue,
you're gonna fuck a guy and then you kill him.
It's true. It's the girl boss fatigue. Even women are tired of it too. to be
Not,
honest.
it's,
We're
it's,
fucking
that's what
tired.
I get that. But
Yeah.
I get that. But the thing is, even Drinker made a video called "Overusing Woke." The girl boss is being so overused now. I guarantee if Sarah Connor, Ellen Ripley came out, it would be called fucking woke now.
Agreed.
I agree with you.
Dude,
I agree with you. I
good
think that's a
goddamn
lot of
well, Metroid
problem.
Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 is gonna have some motherfuckers call it woke, even though Samus has been an established character for years. and she's
Blue-Eyed
awesome.
Samurai on Netflix had the same
So,
issue too.
But yeah,
where
let's
people
hang on
thought it was a girl
let's hang on
boss.
some asshole named Nick.
Yes, Nick's
Yep.
birthday.
Yep, it's Nick's birthday. We better head on over there. Last but not least, of course, you got your boy here. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to my amazing panel. You guys were an absolute blast. Hold my DualShock, LG, Nick. Those of us that are no longer with us because they bounced out because they got shit to do. We're gonna head on over to Nick's show. But for those of you that donated, thank you so much. You never need to. You do. It means the world to me. And there's about to be some pretty hefty changes to the channel for the better coming in mid-July. So stick with me until then. Y'all will see. I will make the announcement when it is truly set in stone, but it's looking 99% chance like it's set in stone. So beyond that, for those of you that didn't donate, if you can't or just choose not to or not, hey, I just appreciate you being in the chat. You drive conversation, you help us, you give things for us to think about, whether you agree with us, disagree. It means the world to me. And yeah, show up tomorrow for Tinfoil Haters with me and Sammy 3-Pete. Maybe Senator will be there. She's getting back from vacation, actually 2 days. So we'll see if she's on the show tomorrow. I'll go ahead and let you guys know we're talking about the subject of haunted dolls. So
fuck that. I'm out.
Annabelle.
That's gonna be
Yes,
a
Oh,
good one.
fuck that.
So,
They found
Dolls
her.
aren't
They found her.
scary at
so.
all.
They found it. Oh,
Oh,
did
they
they find
did?
the original Annabelle? Excellent, because that was going to be part of the conversation. So that being said, until next time, everybody remember, we were rating right into Nick. Just stay here. Once the credits roll, it will automatically take you to Nick. Subscribe to him for his birthday. Watch the stream. We're going to have a blast. We're going to be ranking Arnie movies based on masculinity.
Fucking peak masculine, dude. Come on.
Dude, right? So until next time,
With
it's
some
all here
dumbbells
in the
on.
Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.